Alright guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. And for all the persons that have already subscribed, keep on doing that great work. Alright, so as you can see by the title, we are asking questions today. So make sure to provide it in the comment section if you have missed the stream. How can we actually fix this for the Reggae Boys? Obviously, we're talking about some of the transfers that went wrong for the Reggae Boys. Remember, we have two different classes, but we are going to be talking about that right after, and then we're going to be looking at Ethan Pinnock and the other guys that have actually done well in the Reggae Boys abroad. Sorry about yesterday, guys. I said I was going to do 2 hours, but the personnel asked me to do a little bit more, but obviously I had some other things to do. Instant, yes, some other things popped up, and we have to shift the stream. So we decided to come today just to have this conversation. All right, so we are going to be starting with the light-hearted one, just to look at what some of the Reggae Boys did, and then we get into the conversation. We saw that we have property for sale. Massive respect, thanks very much for being here. Joseph Brown as well, and then we have Warren Webster check-in. Massive respect to you, lot. All right, so we're going to just type in the names and work with them at the start. All right, so we have Ethan Pinnock, puts in a next shift, and Bobby Reed as well. So those are the individuals we're going to start with today. Yeah, because we've been having Ethan Pinnock in this light for a while now, asking if we think that he's the best reggae boy overall. All right, yes, because the reason why we have actually said that, due to the length of time this guy have been doing well, top tier level in the Premier League for almost a season and a half. So it's not like a one-off game, then we come and said he's great. He's playing consistent for over a year and a half. So that is something impressive. But anyways, let me move over to the detailing screen so we can continue our conversation. All right. All right. We have Christian in the building. Massive respect. Kevin, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Football Vision, big up yourself. Thanks for being here as well. So Ethan Pinnock, as you can see there, dropped down to a 7.0. All right. In the game, they won 2-0, and next win for them put them on 28 points or 29 points. I'm going to let me check. Let me make sure. 20. Right. So yeah. 1 second. We have it right here. Let me get it for you. 1 second. Puts them on 29 points, and that put them in 8th position. All right, so it's not a first season bounce or anything. They kept doing this over and over. So good position, plus 4 goal difference, showcase that they're not just getting some lucky wins. They are putting in performances and pushing themselves up the table. So you never may know what they can do in the future, all right, because they keep on building from strength to strength, and that coach, he has a good philosophy, and they keep on building with that. But anyways, we are here to talk about Ethan Pinnock, one of the personnels that one of the main players for Jamaica, and if we are going to be going places, definitely one of the main players. 90 minutes played, 9 clearances, 2 tackles, 1 time dribble pass in this game. Duels overall, 6 duels. He completed 3 out of that, which is 50%. Aerial duels, which is incredibly strong on, because he's a tank of a human being. Yes, 6 out of 8, very much impressive. Their possession lost 16 times. That is perfectly fine due to the amount of times he touches the ball, which is 72 times. And then his passing accuracy much better than the other teams that presses you and never really give you any opportunity, like the Manchester City and the Liverpool. 75% this time, 41 out of 55. That is very good based on what I saw in the game. His long passes was not on point today, 1 of 6. All right, so that's something to clean up. But Ethan Pinnock keeps putting in these shifts. At what point we are going to be giving him his crown? All right, because based on what he's doing, obviously Bobby Reed, I still believe that he's ahead based off this season, but overall I think I can officially say that Ethan Pinnock, I think, is should be our most consistent footballer, and actually our best footballer in my eyes still. If you have anything otherwise, let me know in the comment section. But it's a next good solid performance from Ethan Pinnock, and this is putting him into the top echelon of defenders because he's not doing it for one season, he's doing it for 2 seasons. All right, so we have that on our books, guys. So that is great. All right, so let me move over to Bobby Reed because we want to make sure we deal with all of the better news so far, and then we go into the deep dive and try to get the information that we came here looking. All right, because you guys, I know you guys might have the answer. Oh, we can fix this, and if we have other personnels will fall to the wayside, just like these guys have actually done. We have to be honest to ourselves, all right, and what's causing it. All right, so anyways, Bobby Reed keep on putting in some decent performances today. Their talisman really let them down because he missed a penalty, and I still believe that Fulham's performance was good enough. As what I've said to you, Fulham is a team. I'm not saying they're the best team in the Premier League, but every single week they are going to come out and play like their lives depended on it. All right, and that is exactly what I'm seeing from this Fulham team, and they are fully safe. I don't I'm not worried about Fulham. They are fully safe, guys. No, they are not getting knocked out. They are gonna get 40 points with relative ease because every single team, every single week has to play them 100%, or else you're not getting any point. All right. Yes. Today they let themselves down because they got the goal to score and missed the penalty. All right. And it's Big Mitchell missed that one. So definitely that's a tough pill to swallow. But at the end of the day, they have done well enough for me. They have done well enough for me, and the attitude is there. So if they continues to push like this, it only can get better. In my estimation, it only can get better in my estimation. All right, only from this point, only can get better in my estimation. What say you guys? Let me know if you think that Fulham will slide down the table, or you think that they might surprise us in a good solid spot. I think um I think I think um I think they might surprise us in a spot, guys. I think don't sleep on this Fulham team. I think they might surprise us in a solid spot this season and topple one of our big dogs. Them, all right. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to pressure them to come any places. I'm not going to give you a place, but I think they might just surprise us and get in a super position because the other teams them just don't look like they bring it every single week. And teams like this you cannot sleep on them because that simply means if you do majority of the teams them they are inconsistent in the league this season. So that simply means it's not hard for them to put in some good performances and then get a spot and then keep on remaining in that spot due to the fact that they bring it every single week. So it's always important for you as a club to go have the talent, but also put in the performances every single week, and they are doing it. So yes, big up to Fulham. They make it hard for everyone. Our brother Isaacs came in, one of the next 6'4" 5" giants, came in off injury and scored to give Newcastle full points. I thought that Fulham played equally good, and this is two. I think this is 3 points drop for them, or at least a point drop for them. All right, but if they continues with this hard performance every single week, they are going to be pushing for big things. They are going to be the West Ham of last season, in my estimation. All right, they are going to be the West Ham of last season. I'm trying to get it loaded for we to give the Bobby Reed stats, and then we move on towards the actual story that we came here for. All right, he never missed the PK. Blessings, Eddie Guna, he scored, but it was disallowed. He still missed it. It doesn't count. All right. Charles Brummer, big up yourself. Jamaican Guna, big up yourself. Massive respect. B Douglas, big up. The All Dakasta Cup team. Yes, man. Big up to them. As what I said, I think that I thought that they were the better team and they have the better players. Right throughout my coverage of the Manning Cup, you know. Fulham doing well. Yes, man. Bobby Reed was good today. He definitely a handful. All right. Yes, Eddie. We still here. All right. God. All right. Nigel said Gunners. as Roof scored a winner today. All right, thank you, Skillish, for that. I never got the information. Bobby Reed did a nasty flip flop skill and run to win the penalty, which Mitchell scuffed. All right. So people still putting respect on Bobby name. So you guys saying Bobby is leading Pinnock right now. You still believe that Bobby leading Pinnock? Let me know in the comment section. All right. All right. So look at Bobby's stats giving us some problems. We are gonna move on from that. But let me let we make sure we take our time to make sure you guys know. Please, when you come in, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure that's the first habit you have. We are here for a good 11 minutes, so let we try and rush the video to a certain amount of numbers so we can get the visibility on it. That's how it goes. So that means the video can stay even shorter and spicier if that's what's required. All right. So make sure to smash the damn like button. No, let me have to stop the video to ask you to hit the like button, because you're not gonna get nothing like this, and you're not gonna get flat out coverage of all the reggae boys nowhere on planet Earth like this. All right, so definitely do so. And for people that wants me to cover other contents on the Imaxit channel, we will be coming back for the Africans tournament. Remember, I'm the Africans around here, and the new African. All right, yes. So, anyways, let me move on now towards the storyline. How do we fix this? All right, how do we fix this? Because we have seen some things, and remember the other day when I talked about Zimenez, it was the fear of this same problem I am talking about. All right, so you have Junior Flemmings. We are going to pull him up here. We are going to start Junior Flemmings. We have Tyreek Magee. We have all of them. We are going to put them in the batch so people that just joined the channel can know where we are talking off. All right. So Junior Flemmings signed for Toulouse. Everyone was over the moon. A lot of us. That's why I rate my subscribers, because they're highly intelligent and they're not the personnels that just go off just the hype. All right, so I respect my subscribers them to the highest level, because a lot of people question if he's going to even get a game. You get me? Myself, and at that time, everyone saying, "Oh, give the youth a chance and stop fighting the youth and stuff." But everyone, when I heard their reasoning, they were logical. They were talking about the quality of the players, them going up. You get me? And if it's like a forced signing, or it's the agents them force this move, what really took place? I went and made a deep dive. Look at it. Um, he's not getting any game, none at all. None at all. Even when 4, 5, 6, 7 people out of the club, he's still not getting any game. All right, so that's a big problem. That showcase that you're not fifth, sixth, seventh. You're like 10th down the level. 10th down the level. So how can a man be signed by a club and then he's 10th down the level? How is that possible? Please let me know, guys. Please let me know. How can that be possible? They came out and scouted you. Obviously, the level was low, which is a USL. You get me? Scouted you, bring you to this level, and then right after you just drop straight off and you can't get into no team. Even the third string, fourth string players them are ahead of you at this point, and you're international, and others don't get international cap. Obviously, and they are from bigger countries. So maybe if they were from Jamaica, they would have actually gotten capped. So let me explain to you, because when this happened, once this happened at the time, I said when they made this signing, I said this is going to be the end of Flemmings there, because this seems like the coach, because sometimes you don't have to know, you don't have to know, you have to just be educated enough and remember things. So we know that we have Ely there, Raphael, and Raphael is more of the one of the sure wingers. Sure wingers. Nobody ain't taking his game, because he's one of the instrumental pieces to bring them towards this one. So nobody never weren't going to take his game at all. All right, we knew that when we coming in. All right, Ely got injured, so we are saying, okay, it's a long-standing injury, so maybe they brought in Flemmings, and Flemmings can rotate and fit in somewhere, so that's okay. But once you saw that they went on and bring in this kid, all right, we are going to just show you where he's coming from and all of the necessary moves. All right, this kid, Zachariah, he came in, and I said flat out that I said to you guys that In Europe, you have to fit in, you have to have quality, and you have to be ready. All right. He was one of the wonder kids them coming up 3 4 years ago. Obviously others like the main stars them from for that you're seeing now, the Malassia and those guys really pushed him out of the limelight, so he never got that notoriety that he wants. So it was his last stint to really push out there and do something. All right. Yes. So he came to this league, and I said to everyone that I'm telling you, this youth is gonna do business here. You get me? And as what I posted in the Discord, at this point, he's definitely one of the main men. All right. Obviously, Raphael, he was injured, and this guy took the advantage. Junior Flemmings never even got that that chance to prove himself. You get me? So how can you fall so far behind? And then at this point, he played 17 games, started 15 minutes, average 69, 5 goals, and four assists so far in just the league itself. He went to the World Cup and also scored in the World Cup for Morocco. He was one of the Netherlands personnel that shipped over to Morocco as well to showcase that people should actually use their diaspora. All right. So what we're seeing here, he's teaching us two things: be grateful of our diaspora because he's one of the diasporas that going back to Morocco to make them great, and also being ready and the quality and the location, the region that you're in. How much of an advantage it is, this kid. All right. So let me know, guys. Oh, what really took place? What really went wrong in terms of Mr. Flemmings? All right, we are gonna go on Magee and the others. All right, because every single time these guys make these moves, they seems to go straight down. Straight down. So what really take place? Let me know. All right, let me read through some of the comments to hear what people have to say, and then I can give my take. All right, 8 points clear coming from Eddie. All right, so Arsenal should announce an interest in signing Usain Bolt. Chelsea will buy him. Okay, all right, that wasn't a penalty. Highly intelligent, no bias. Big up yourself, Kai. Massive respect. We fix things by accepting that we are not where we think we are. Firstly, okay, Jason, brilliant. That is one of my main take when I've said people need to evaluate. So, all right, then. Clearly, if at the start we could have seen clearly that Flemmings, the trajectory of the club might not match Flemmings quality then. No disrespect to him, but we thought that League One was still a higher league than the USL, which everyone on planet Earth would have actually agreed. So why would you be ending up there? When I read the statement when they were signing him, they said, okay, he played he played for the national team. And obviously, he showcased that he's better than the USL. So that's the reason why they're signing him. Every single time one of these guys got sold, you realize they got sold off the back of the national team. Like that is the statement the personnel that's buying them used. So is it that the national team might be the destruction of a lot of these guys? Because once they have that thing on their paper, it forced people to look at them and sometimes make that big error to say that they're better than who they are. And then obviously the agents them will get cut out of this thing. They are not going to turn it down. They're going to say, no, no, man, go there, man. I want you, man, you're good. They must saw something in you why they are taking you. Yes, sometimes they saw raw pace and stuff and make mistake because of the quality that you're playing with. And you look so far superior. But the agents them, I think I have to start looking at the agents them damaging a lot of these youths career. You get me? Because I do believe that his career will take a big hit right here. You get me? Yes. So based off what I'm seeing, I think the agent that moves him here caused this big problem because now he's in a race with a lot of people that I know that he's not better than flat out. Because I could have told you that before. I told you that the player signed. I told you that one is better than one. So I want to say it's the agent. You know, I want to say the agent and the guys them should, Mr. Speed and those guys should figure a way out to educate these footballers before they go on and make certain things. All right. I love the fact that when I heard Leon Bailey spoke and other players that went overseas, they try to give back the information to the players them inside Jamaica so they don't make certain necessary mistakes. So if you see a man go to Far East, it better you go to Far East than you go to France, and in 2 years you don't get a game. You get me? Worst off, you're in a different elements. You can't survive. You can't think. You can't nothing can't work for you. So guys, better you go to the smaller places them and get some game time. Build yourself, build a rep there. It's much more of a better gauge for the right club to pick you up. All right, but if you go from the USL, it's harder for them to really calculate how good you are because they some of the time they are not even so much fully in adapting towards the USL and the American side. All right, so when those big deals come and really think about it. All right, yes, really think about it. Let me go through the chat and then we come straight to Maggie and other guys, and I'm gonna show you it's a consistent thing. And every single time I've heard about the agents them. Every single time I've heard about the agents them. All right, yes. So let me pull up that right there. World class Bonisha scored the winner. Okay, Giovanni. Blessing Sky, massive respect. All right. Nitro says, Giovanni said, man, I see USL League One and lower using little Jamaican international player when signing guys that I've never seen played for us or just played one game. All right. Flemmings probably has a challenge adapting to the French lifestyle. Nitro, Nitro, I never ask you, you know. I literally told you the players them in the position. So what I want you to do, Nitro, before you come and say, Ima adapt to certain thing, go and check the quality of the next players them that's there in front of him. All right, yes. As far as I know, the woman should get more notoriety. Only group put added funds in the JFF packet. Thank God for this channel that giving them their flowers. Yes, man, that's why we have the Imaxit. So we're gonna talk about the ladies, man. Once you touch the ladies, them we're gonna deal with the ladies, them. Don't worry yourself, man. Island Card said, big up JD. How do you feel that Arsenal beat up Spurs? All right, we're gonna get into that, man. That's all on, man. We're talking about something for fix Jamaica. We want to get some good ideas, and maybe people listening can learn and make sure they make the best move. Because once you make the best move, it helps the national team in the future. All right, because if you're not getting any game, you ain't play for Jamaica. Or if you even come for Jamaica, you're not doing anything. You understand me? Wayne Evans, bless up, bless up. Thanks for being here. B. Douglas, Fleming's attitude towards the game is very poor. I don't think he work hard enough. All right, Marcella said, big up, big up. My idiot side finally pull a ugly win. Okay, Eddie Guna, it was a good deal for Flemo. Football is a business. He's making his money. He wants to play, but it's not the end of the world. All right, so Eddie Guna said football is a business. He's making his money. So are you looking at it like that way? Because that's the problem, you know. The best personnel in football is the ones them that don't think football is a business. All right, they deal with the financial sides, yes, because they develop their football ability first, and the way around football first before they talk about money. So I think Eddie is damn dead wrong there when he say football is a business and it's all about his money. Think Eddie, you're wrong there, my brother. Wrong, wrong, wrong. That is the wrong attitude for me telling people. Obviously, we know that Jamaica might be a little bit more poorer than majority of the other European places and stuff, but money should not be the thing you're worried about when you touch football field, Eddie. So that is the wrong concept, big boss. All right. Yes, Flemmings is just not ready for that level of game. Hustle hard, but make poor decision with the ball. All right. Eddie, players want to play. All right. No man, want to hear Eddie follow because any footballer you tell them about money alone, they are gonna run away, Eddie. I'm sure that any worldwide footballer, the last thing them talk about is money. The one and two ones them that runs on the money, you see how their career do phased out. All right. So the money, no, money is not the thing. All right. Yes. Money is not the thing. I'm telling you, money is not the thing, guys. Remember, the Flemmings is 20 odd. Flemmings is 20 odd, you know. But really and truly, his development is nowhere near even Zachariah. And Zachariah is 23. So he's truly a developmental player. You understand me? So he has to come and craft his own game. You get me? So you can't think about money when you have to craft your own game. You get me? The difference is Zachariah and those guys have already developed, so they don't need to figure out to develop themselves, so they can take the more beneficial deals. But you have to actually can do your job before you try to seek money, and that's where you end up in a pit when you try to seek money. If that's the approach you have to have, you understand me? So that's why I said money don't come first. All right, so, and that's why I love these challenges when to see how people preach, you know. All right, look at our boy that at Dortmund, the English boy. You heard the salary that he's on, and he says he's not in no rush. Once he works his way up, he knows that he's going. Jude Bellingham, he knows that he's going to get the right salary. All right, so he stayed there and stayed at a lower salary, but to keep on developing, and then the big package will come because you're doing a job. All right, if you you have to bet on yourself. All right, yes, man. Jeff Nicholson, all footballers make money, but his career is important. And then Nigel said, JD, money come first when you do not have much. All right. But Nigel, I have meet enough of just like hope you guys can go and meet the Manning Cup players them. I've met enough of these players. I've met enough of these players that are going pro and doing your thing. And I'm telling you, they are not rich personnels because the life of living in Belgium is way higher than Jamaica. All right, and they still put themselves to the test. Their moms and dads work their ass off to make sure they get what they need. All right, because they have a long. The thing is, you have to plan. You have to have a long. You have to have a plan, and not a short-term plan. You have to have a long-term plan. All right. If you're going to football and say you have a short-term plan, you're gonna always grab deals that put you down. All right. And this I think is a deal that put him down rather than lift him up. To be honest. All right. Yes, because remember, if you're younger, you want to make sure when you leave, you can improve yourself. You can sell for more. You can demand more wage if it's money is your situation. You get me? Yes. Shavan says, you can't happy if you're not playing. It's a game. Thank you, Lawrence. I think Flemo should have gone to the MLS if he had offers there. Those European clubs want players who have almost mastered the basic, and most locals haven't. And that was the statement coming from the coach directly. J.S. Laguna says, don't think Flemmer problem is work. He runs his socks off every time. It is his technical ability and decision making that gets him out. Okay, all right. Flemings can still make it. It's going to be very tough, Lawrence. The only good thing I can tell you, Zachariah, it looks like they're trying to get him back into Netherlands. You know that's once Ajax sells some of their players, Anthony and those guys, they're trying to get back players in. So it looks like they have him on the radar, so they can get him away from the club. That is one more personnel that he has to not rival with. And you don't want to always make it look that way, because that simply means you were not good enough. And because the next man came here, bill him name, and then left. That's the only way you got a game. You understand me? You want to make sure you fought hard to get in that place of the game. All right. Put in hard work first, and then the money will come. Yes, man. Yes, man. Big up Shakpo. Massive respect. Owen. Bless up. Thanks for being here. Flemings need to leave to get playing time. All right. So leave. Jeff Nicholson started to think his work ethic is not the problem. He's not playing at all. Subs reserve our cameo for lower teams. There's something else going on. I'm Jeff Nicholson. I have done my research. I've heard what the coach said, and I'm telling you what's going on. You have, when you're in big leagues, I've told you that you have different tier drop down, all right, and they're looking at their whole brackets, all right. So sometimes when you jump from one level to go straight into a next country overall, it's hard because they have under 23s, they have under 18s, under 17s, under 15s, and once those guys show any signs of promise, they're going to put them on the queue, and then they have bought personnel that have already made themselves, and they brought them in, and they're doing their jobs. All right, so you can't push them aside because they're doing better than Flemmings by a good job. JD, penny wise and pound foolish. This eater food business is a ghetto mentality coming from Mr. Thompson. Sorry. Then we have Akeem Thompson. Just Thomas. Just checking. Massive respect. All right. Javi. Start with the winning culture. All right. Warren, Bill was happy on the bench at Real Madrid. Yes, Nitro, but you think too small, Nitro. All right, you think too small. Jermaine, Miller, big up yourself, massive respect. At this point, I actually think Flemmings has been reached his apex. I just don't see him getting better. Okay, so that what if you don't see him getting better, what you expect him to do at this point? You want him to come back to Europe? And then what you think you would have suggested towards the players them for the future, because you have to look at these things when you're making other contracts. You have to look at what happened. You saw Taxi had to left Europe. People said that he had family issues. Yes, I know about the family issues, but his playing was not as up there as well. You understand me? So that was a problem as well. Magee, you clearly saw Magee trying to relearn football. And the good thing about Magee was very much honest. He told us exactly what's up. You understand me? He told us exactly what's up and how hard it is to transition. You get me? And what he needs to do and the difference between Jamaica football and stuff. You get me? So I know that if Magee had the choice to not go there, he wouldn't have gone there. He would have maybe gone to the MLS or the USL and try and learn there. But he still learned, a lot, but Magee is young enough to still make a move from this point and do something. I think Junior Flemmings being 26 already and will be 27 pretty much tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit tougher for him. All right. How do we fix the Jamal Low situation? EPL seem to be bigger than him. Um, um, Eddie, the reason why you said that, it is because you're just one of the Jamaican personnel that the first thing you jump to is to be defensive. These are factual situation. You know what Jamal Lowe did? Jamal Lowe left and went to QPR because clearly him not have the syndrome like what you'd have jumped towards. He knows his limitation, leave and go somewhere else and did his job. All right, you see the difference? All right, so you see, you embarrass yourself there and expose yourself, Eddie. You expose your own self, Eddie. There, you expose your own self. So, by the same thing that you talked about just a while ago, that simply means Junior Flemmings needs to go somewhere. Then Flemmings is too old to not get in playing time. He need to leave that club quick. Then we have Detta Way Ripple. Big up yourself. Be buzzing. Yes, man. Jamal Lowe is now at QPR. Thank you very much, Nitro. He's not checking, man. He's just trying to start a war in the chat for no reason. All right. Craig Butler talk about how you build talent. Flemo is an example of them. Ori come up baller. Lawrence, you can't. I don't think. I be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Craig Butler built up a baller. I don't think Craig Butler built enough baller to say that he knows exactly how to build talent for a certain level. You understand me? So you can't disrespect Flemmings. He did what he did, but maybe the baller was just not that, maybe not at that level at that point, or maybe can't reach that level. But he did his best. You understand me? So we're not here to criticize him. We are here to find a way how we can stop this thing from happening. You get me? Remember, Craig Butler just have one baller play there, Lawrence, okay, when Whisper reaches there, yes, and make sure you duck it all of the steps. All right, you duck it all of the steps because you don't want to take away credit from Flemmings to just give to Craig Butler. They're all Jamaicans. They are all Jamaicans, and we are here to support the Jamaican guys. Them, all right? Yes, man. All right. Jamaica poor ranking hurting the players getting into UK leagues. All right, but no, if you're good, you're good. All right, the poor ranking don't have nothing to do with people getting into leagues. That simply means you'd have sent a bunch of people that are not ready for the same leagues and put them in there, and they're gonna feel just the same. Cause that is the same reason why them man end up places that they might not even deserve to be. You understand me? Because you play for the national team and they use that to scout you and say, okay, then we might not have to give them enough trials and everything because they have done this and that. So we can use the little money because their transfer is not so high and put them there. You get me? So Nitro, no ranking. I think the ranking saving some of these Jamaicans' career. The ranking is actually saving some of them careers. Be honest, guys. I think the ranking saving some of them careers because they would have just gone to make the wrong mistake and then go down the drain again because we're seeing it over and over. How much of these guys went places, the higher places and survive? Kaim Paris go to a lower level, he built up and survive. All right. Sifa's gone to a lower level, he's doing well. All right, and then you can and Kareem Paris might we will see how Kareem Paris career start out. Shamar Nicholson went to a lower level, then go up, survive. All of them when they jump to a higher level, one time it just crashed down. All right, so I think this running into Europe, UK might not be even the right thing to do as well. Let me know, guys, in the comment section. And guys, you have 105 people. Let me rush to 100 likes on the video. Share the video and let me just do our thing. All right, yes. And these are the conversations we have to have because these are the problems that we are having now. So we need to figure out ways how to fix it. All right. JD, if they are not getting any games at this big club, they should drop to a lower club to push the numbers up. Yes, I agree. I agree. I heard Mr. Speed said this week that every year they get a report from FIFA on their progress and development ranking. But what did they do about it all those years? I don't know. Clubs have to want you. You can't just leave on loan. No, Eddie. You can explain to the people and said, all right, then honestly, maybe I made a mistake. Send me out on a loan. Let me go and prove myself day to day. And then once you saw that I'm good enough, you either decide to sell me or you're going to draw me back here just to show you that it was the game time I want. People would respect you for that. People would respect you for that. All right? Eddie, people would respect you for that. Detta, all the ballers are Jamaicans. Stop split them. JD, do you think the new coach will help with our local system? Yes, they will help with our local system, but I don't know about the transfers because the transfers are from clubs to clubs. All right, so we need people inside Jamaica, are the agents from inside Jamaica need to start doing a better job. All right, they need to start doing a better job because they're sending these youths down to their graves at times. It's definitely getting bad. So we are going to open the call in so people can call in. All right, and if people want, we can open the Discord as well. All right, yes. All right, so we have not just him, we have Maggie at this point, and I am waiting on Zimenez. I am waiting on Zimenez, but I will give him a little bit longer, maybe a year or so, because these were the guys that I was thinking about when I brought up the Zimenez conversation. When people saying that, oh, I'm trying to diminish the guys signing. No, these guys got bigger signing than Zimenez by a country mile. So if they can end up in that position, why you think different from Zimenez? So that's why I brought up the conversation. But people just always want to be defensive. Like when they come on, they are the Jamaican local justice warriors that they have to come up and say something about local players. You get me? As if like everybody come here to hate people. People need to listen to the conversation and realize that we are literally trying to help. So we are trying to bring certain things to the light if they never knew about it. Remember, sometimes the agent wanted to sell you something, so he's just forcing things down your throat. So we have to be the ones trying to bring back certain things to remind you that this is what happened certain place and certain place. It's not easy to adapt. You get me? Yes. All right. So yes. So the man them they can call in on the phone if they want. I'm gonna plug in the line. and I will open the Discord, and anyone that has the Discord, they can easily well click it and come in. I will open a lobby call so people can come in, and just please, just be respectful. We're trying to no one talk over each other if you're coming into Discord, all right? Yes, you just wait until your turn, take it as a call, just the same. All right, Dylan Barnes is a problem too. He can't get a club. All right, you see, that's what I'm telling you with Eddie. He's just trying to look somewhere else. I am focusing on the local players, them Eddie. So you better just skip this video and move on to the next video. All right, yes. So if I find 17, 20 English guys them can't find a club, then I will go to them. But the difference is they have 15,000 English guys playing. You have 5 of the Jamaican guys them there, only 1 playing. That don't make no sense. That's why we have to adjust it, because it will become a problem because the calculation is not there. Mr. Christian, you came in. If you're stamping the floor, make it a bag of nice. You just sort out your mic first, all right, before you unmute it. How are you doing, Mr. Christian?
Walk on, JD. There, man, there. How the mic sound? Good?
Yeah, man, you're good, man. But because we hear some little pushbacks and stuff, you know. Yeah. So, what you want to say on this thing? But you come here, you didn't even tell what you do, you know, because you claim to say you know football more than me.
Mm.
So, what you're doing? Because I'm
Oh,
studying, you know. So, I want to know what you're doing to be knowing football more than me. What you're just watching the TV and know more than me. We are study. Okay. So,
uh,
educate me on what you're doing, so I can address you as
nah, man.
Sir
No,
Football
no.
Genius.
Just a long time fan, as probably many people are, but I've been watching football since I was a child,
Mm-hmm.
plus 30 now. So just Arsenal fan, and I actually want to bring up. I don't know if you watch EPL closely, man. It's the Jamaica man, them, but look at Arsenal this year. I finally think, as an Arsenal fan, I finally feel confident to say something.
Okay.
What we're doing this year.
Yeah, but
What do you think?
no, Christian. I came here talking about Reggae Boy. If I'm a Reggae Boy, you
Okay,
have yeah, I state the topic on my videos. You come here, try to turn to English
okay.
Premier League. I have a complete different channel for that. All right, so you're gonna wait until I do videos back next week. All right, I'm just taking my time coming back into the videos making because it's my daughter's birthday and stuff, and I had a lot of things doing.
Oh, well, happy
So
birthday to your daughter,
yes,
by the way. That's
your
amazing.
your Arsenal team doing well. All right, your Arsenal team doing well,
All right.
but
So
Arsenal.
then, all right, let me
Mm-hmm,
say one thing then. As you put me on the Pinnock,
mm-hmm,
but I was looking at the same site you're looking at,
mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
boy, I think it's a strong statement to say he's a better player than Leon Bailey still. I feel like you had me on that, but then
Yeah,
I'm
a
thinking
strong
twice about
statement to
that
say
now.
he's a better player than
Why do you say
Leon
he's
Bailey.
better than Leon
I
Bailey? You
I
say he's
I
the best player on the
I
team,
never I never even compare
right?
Leon Bailey to him. I never even because I don't even
No,
think
but
it's a
if you say he's the
comparison.
best player on the team, it's an
I don't
assumption
I
that he's
don't think
better
it
than.
no I don't think it's even a comparison. You cannot compare Leon Bailey's performance from last year till now for Ethan Pinnock. Not even compare. We are talking about from last year to now, and what you do on a field it tells you who is the better player. And Leon Bailey comparing to Pinnock, a joke. A joke what Pinot did from last year till now, my brother. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. Nobody on planet Earth now gonna tell you say Liam Bailey I play better than Pinnock. That not make no sense. So and I don't
Well,
want
so
to even
then
bring
okay.
I don't want even
So
but the
let me
shift
ask
to
you.
the Liam Bailey
No, that's
conversation. Me no
okay. It's
want
okay.
it. Me
I'm
no
not.
need
No,
it.
no, it's okay. I'm
All
not
right, Kai.
disagreeing with you.
No, not
So I
yet.
want to
No,
know
but
why.
no, but Christian, you pick
Where's the
two.
lack of hype then for Pinnock?
Christian, you pick two topic where half what me actually I talk about. Them something I mash up my show them, my brother. A two topic you pick when I have nothing to do with me I talk about. Me I talk about helping Jamaica and you gone go over hype an ex Jamaican. That's what you gone to, you know.
Okay.
You gone to
Okay.
over hype an ex Jamaican, you know. And we are talking about over save
Who-
some of the other Jamaicans them.
All right. Well, let me ask you then. You watch the all the Costa all Manny game?
Jesus Christ, Christian, you can't you don't know nothing about them players, yeah? You don't know nothing about them players, yeah? The man come make him know nothing about none of the players them. We have a whole heap of other
Oh,
players, you
you
know.
mean the Reggae Boys?
Yes, yes. So yeah, we have other players. We don't want any video ever come and talk about Liam Bailey. True, Ethan Pinnock play today. Why he comes into this video? But we are talking about the
All
Maggies and
right,
those
all right.
guys. You know,
Finally, me catch a topic. Me catch a topic.
Jesus,
Unless this I gonna
we
kill it
have
too.
a topic. We have a
What
topic.
do you think about the prospect Ivan Tony in the team?
Oh my God,
All right, that's gonna kill it.
Christian,
And next
Christian,
topic up.
Christian, just ask me 3 questions, me answer them, and then me close off this card because you
All
mash up
right,
a stream, you mash up a stream, Christian. You take over my screen for
all
yourself.
right.
All me I said, Christian, we are doing how to save them reggae boys. Yeah. All right, that's all. But
Okay, all right,
you
okay. So
ask
it's
a
not about
question.
okay. Let me
Yeah,
give some thoughts then.
Christian, you ask a
All
question. You
right.
said, why is it we're not hearing? Uh, Christian, man, I'm say Christian sound like Craig Butler, Kyle Butler. Okay.
No, no, it's him plant me. No, man. Okay. Well, here what I want to say. Like I definitely want to say. Um, and I was bringing this up the other night too. Oh, the blend of youth and experience that we want to catch on the team is a tough one, right? So let me understand from you, JD. How will you ensure that no matter what happened this cycle, that the team is primed and ready for the long term than the short term? Tell me how you can do that.
Would you consider 22 years old as youth?
Hmm.
Because that would have been they have 3 cycles left, just the same. They have 12. They have 12 more years before they're 34. So 22-year-old would have still considered as youth. Well, Jamaica has more than 24 youths between 17 and actually 24. So I think we have
Really?
no problem. That I'm telling you, how people can lie to you because that's what you got. You thought
Cause
we have a
people
youth
telling me the
problem.
average age is something different.
I'm gonna put up a stats on the screen and show you. Jamaica don't have a maybe we have a talent problem at certain level. That is true, but we have players, youth players. The same Maggie. Maggie is 23. They are young players. They are two young players. Maggie is 23. Kaim Paris is 23 as well. They are young players. Cephas is younger. Green is still young as well. And they go to Javian Brown. They are young players. Wes Harding is maybe 25 now. Latibody are 23. Lambakisi 19. Ochins is 17. And you just keep on going on, and you're gonna get 20 and 10 and 15 year olds pretty much playing. They are very
We
young, my
can
brother.
pull up the appearance numbers. I'm watching your screen now. You can
Yeah.
pull. Is there a way to pull up the appearances for all of those players just mentioned?
All right. So Christian, I'm gonna only give you 10 minutes because you're swearing my show to a completely different thing. I cannot.
No,
I
you're good,
cannot.
man. You're good.
No,
You're good.
no.
Mark up mute and you can go on take it thing. But this, if you run through the youth
Yeah,
and
but
the numbers, cause I want education.
I'm just
Big up
telling
same
you.
way.
Me know,
I
man.
don't want to talk about Arsenal still, so sorry.
Yeah, but
That's what
I would
that's
have
what I
more.
came prepared to talk
Okay,
about.
okay. Wait, wait, wait,
And by the way, Saka is better than Grealish. That's the only thing I'll say.
all right. So let me close up this card now. Yes, because Christian come take over my entire show. Christian I tell me a bag of title where me not understand. All I'm saying is let me just go for Jamaica player just to show people say this myth of people that represented Jamaica is not young enough. All right, I'm just gonna show you. I'm gonna go back in the qualifiers, show you all of those guys that are younger. This is Suriname lineup. I'm just gonna go in anyone, pick off some of the guys. Them Richard King. I'm gonna show you Richard King. Um, one. Javian Brown. Two. That has cycle. All right. Shamar Nicholson. Shamar. That has cycling them. Lambert. As cycle. I'm not asking if they're good or not. I'm just giving you the names them on this field. So these are 4 personnels here that has cycles left in them. All right. Yes. So let me move down to the bench itself now. Tyreek Magee. So Magee. Here. Daniel Green. Kaim Paris. I'm just showing you. So if we are talking about people that played for the national team, Akwasi Chung, young yet again. Topi. I'm just calling the names them guys to show you. Topi. Right there. I'm not gonna put Kenroy Campbell in it, but Kenroy Campbell is young, just the same. Arans have an ex cycling him. Leon Bailey have an ex. Leon Bailey have to put him on it as well. So Arans and Bailey on it. They have more than one cycle in them. All right, and Bailey on it. So just in one squad, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 young players. 11 young players that can recycle there. We're going to move on to other squads now just to show you how much people really in it. Let we go right here. Morocco. This is good now. This is a good one. So you get to see more people. Let me just go upon it. Oil. Malik Oil, he's young as well. The Malik Oil. Yeah, Malik Oil will pick up that one. Just put Malik Oil, the ones them that I know could possibly get a opportunity. All right, then we go to Cameroon right here. And these are players that are just young players, physically just young players. All right. Fletcher. Now let me make sure. Lamar Walker. Let me make sure Fletcher age is correct here. Fletcher, yeah, 24. All right, so Fletcher is correct on it. Fletcher is correct on it. All right, 24 there. So I think you get your answer already, Christian. That sometimes people talk, they're not actually checking the players' them age. That's more than a starting 11 of younger players, just flat out younger players. We're not talking about the others them. So Christian, you can stop with this. We need to move away from Mikel Antonio and Ray and focus on young players. The young players there are played for Jamaica already. And we have more. I never put Lambert Kisa in it. We never put Ochinsi in it. We never put none of those guys. We never put the two Clarks in it. We never put those guys at all. So we have enough players that are young. The pool is very big, Christian. Very, very big. So you can stop talk about the future need to look and we need to mold this or we need to mold that. Me just wait for you to tell me who you try to bring in for molding, because me know somebody you want to get on to, but it just seems like me not give you that time for you actually get on to that person, But we're waiting, man. You're gonna come up with a name, man. I'm just waiting. Arsenal, I was ready. But I John Paul, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right. Colin Quest, King no good. I'm not asking about who good. He asked me about age. And once you say something, I key on what you have said. And I give you all more than 11 players. Almost, we can go straight up to 24 of just young players. All right. Yes. So the young player thing is not the problem. All right. So you can just kill that the young player vibe. All right. Kenroy Campbell gone to Moldova to play. Yes, I know. But I just never put him on the list at this point. I just put the other ones them. Jobless, big up yourself, man. Massive respect. Thanks for being here, man. All right. B Douglas said, trust me, JD. There is some kids in Manning and Dacasta Cup better than that pool. I saw them in B Douglas. Remember, I was the one talking about them and telling that the country school them better than the town school them. The town school them just have the hype, and people say I must the country I come from in Jamaica, and I saw that they won yesterday as well, and they play football just much better than the town school them, straight up, But I don't think they're better. I don't think they're better than the guys them in this pool. We need to stop disrespect our ballers them, right? There is levels for a reason. You get me? A lot of talent in the upbringing. And remember, at the same time, we never put in the other guys them that played, for the national team from before. We have more that we can add in it as well. Advocate Review, you're back. All right. Don't worry yourself, Richard Stewart. I'm waiting for him to say it. I'm waiting for him to say it. Yes. Omzo, say it with your chest. All right. You still discussing the phlegmo topic? No, it was not a phlegmo topic. It was how we can fix these contracts going overseas, like how we can make these reggae boys pick better places that they don't have to be in this wilderness and disrespected. Because I'm not asking, they are the only ones that represented their countries in Z League and C League. Only Jamaicans get that. So what is the problem? Why are we going down that road good every single time. What is the problem? What's causing that? You get me? You get me? Because it does not look good if you represent your country and then you cannot make a team. You get me? You cannot make a national team. You cannot make a next club team. It does not look good. You're playing with a bunch of 17 and 15 years old and their stuff if you are playing at all. So that's what we're trying to figure out. What's causing that? So it was not was not a Flemmings conversation. It was a Magee. Even even we don't want to throw Jimenez in it, but even Jimenez, he played for the national team. So why is it they can't just go to a next club and start? But true, Jimenez is younger. I want to give him some leeway. You understand me? And some of the guys them that played for the Devon Speedy Williams, why he can't go to the MLS? You understand me? Those are all of those guys. Why are we? Our team is so hyped and we rate these ballers so highly, but they can't get to the places that we think that they should be. That is a full conversation, guys. Nothing hard. Advocate says, okay. Someone said, the good evening, Carly and Bailey, world class. So me have no legs to stand on. Okay, if you think that Liam Bailey performed better than Ethan Pinnock over the last 1.5 year, I think you just never watch football. You just run with propaganda. All right, I will go and search for good evening, calling Liam Bailey world class, and I can bet you when I come back, I'm gonna say something different from you, Nigel. You see, sometimes you guys are just too egotistic. We're talking about two persons that play for Jamaica, and just because you have something in your heart, you have to try and jump it down. Not an nobody on planet Earth would come you. Anybody who have sense come here and tell you that Liam Bailey played better than Ethan Pinnock from last season till now. You are mad. You're just flat out biased, bro. You're mad. You're losing a screw. Even the biggest Liam Bailey fan would have said Ethan Pinnock play way better than Bailey from last season till now. Yeah, that is just flat out bias, man. You get me? That is just flat out bias and you're just xenophobic and you don't like nobody else if they not come from Jamaica direct or something straight out. What going for Whisper JD? Oh, him not fly out yet. His father said they are waiting on the time, so they have their plans. So we have to just wait on their plans to come. And then we talk about it, don't? Remember, say he's a kid, so we have to give them space for them to grow. I saw him did a interview the other day. I'm surprised that I never saw you under the video. You should definitely go and support a good video. Someone please share it there so people can go and watch him. He was the only one talking in that interview. You get to know him a little bit different, Yes. All right. Oh, all the best for the kid, man. All the best for the kid. I really want him to turn out into something. None of the Dakar Cup teams are were better than the top four Manning Cup teams. Uh, none of the Dakar Cup teams were better than the top four Manning Cup teams. Drew Fortis 07. I think you need to go and watch the football games them and don't look at the amount of clicks KC, JC, Mona and Stats get. Nobody never better than CC. No team never better than CC. So, Drew Fortis, just stop telling lie to yourself. All right? We are all from Kingston, but we are all Jamaicans. Why we have this selectivism in our brain cells? We realize we just bias. Because no, I'm not talking about England and locally. I'm talking about a Jamaica, but one is a rural and a next side. You understand me? And the man them just cannot tell the truth. There is no football team, their school team that was even close to CC. That was even close to them. They are better than every single one of the teams. Them. All right? Yes. Because remember, I've covered football and every single team, I told you that JC was the best Manning Cup team. They went on to win the Manning Cup and win everything there. And I told her that CC was the best team overall based on what we saw. They went on to win everything as well. You understand me? So come on, man. It was very clear. CC is better than everyone at the other team. And Jews, Fortis. All right. Clarendon has the best team in schoolboy football. Thank you, advocate. That's honesty, man. My goodness, man. Colin Quest, Speedy, a good ball boy. Okay. Chris Smith, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right. All right. Bailey if he play better than Pinnock, where did injure for most of the year. Oh, oh, Bailey if he play better than Pinnock when him. But Fitzroy, nobody never talk about that. And but all I'm telling Christian that it was over 1.5 year span since the player joined Jamaica. We are talking about, and at one point, Pinnock was in the top 5 best defender in the Premier League, and I'm talking about all of the defender that you're talking about. You get me? That is not an easy feat, and what he's doing now is still one of those worthy performances. He came back from injury. People thought that he would have dropped off, and the player came back and doing incredible well. Obviously, he's not a forward, so you don't know how to calculate his performances. But come on, man. You don't have nobody from Jamaica team that are even are putting these performances week in, week out. That the guy did over the last 1.5 year. The closest person could have competed with him is Mikel Antonio. And all of those performances came last season. I thought only one good game I could say for Mikel Antonio came this season. You get me? So we are being honest. This is not a fight against Bailey. I'm talking about Mikel Antonio. Don't have it either. Last season he could have competed with the guy. So we have to be honest with our reasoning. We have the phone opening. So if you have some real metric, you call in, man. You call in if you have some real metrics to give me. Please, all right, just call in. Give me a take. Skillish. Most common commentary is okay, all right. That's a fact. Okay, Jews Fortis. Okay, you think it's a fact. All right, they don't know what you're talking about. And I can tell you that it's a fact that you don't know what you're talking about. All right. um DJ Gigs, Imaxit footballer. Is it safe to say Pinnock is the brick wall in Brentford defense? We have to give him respect because even Jason either questioned him at one point to say they are gonna go for Ben Mee and what will happen to him. And Jason realized that a Pinnock still are the main man there. You get me? So we have to give them. He's a Jamaican player, so we can just think civil. Even if we don't like nobody in the world, just please give the youth him credit. All right, that's all I'm gonna ask you guys. Pinnock, at the man. Look at the man rating in all of his games. If maybe Pinnock would have to be Ivan Tony for them to rate him over Liam Bailey. But believe me, man, he's the best Jamaican player, man. It's not about being selective. Okay, it's a fact. Okay, so guys, based on what you have watched, we don't want to spend too long on the Manning Cup and the Doncaster Cup. Do you honestly believe in your heart that the top 4 teams in the Manning Cup better than CC? Just answer that. If you say yes, it's yes. I am saying it's an outstanding no because they have proved that they're better than everybody. All right. Never been on a stream where JD doesn't fight with the viewers. No, because they come with their foolishness every single time. Pinnock worst game, him rated is a 6. Yeah, but they're gonna find some different metrics to tell you. Usain Bolt is the face of track and field, while Liam Bailey is the face of football in JA. Yeah, he could be face of football in JA, but the Reggae Boyz would not have considered as JA. It would have considered as Jamaica, but the Jamaica worldwide because the diaspora comes in and the diaspora is not inside Jamaica. So he could be the face of Jamaica and local Jamaica. That's true. But we are not just the land people. We are more than that. All right. So we have to just open up our horizon and accept other people. JD, as someone make a criticism about an overseas player, you jump to the conclusion they are xenophobic. And I am sure Jamaicans are not biased to players from overseas. Please let go of that narrative. Humble one, appear foolish to say attack because you're the next biased one. Who going to buy Pinnock? I don't know as yet. I don't know as yet. I don't know as yet. So if they are playing different position, why are you comparing them? No, I'm not comparing them. I'm saying the best Jamaican performer would have been Ethan Pinnock. Listen to my word. It's other people in the chat. Christian came here and spoiled the stream again, like what he did for every single stream since he came here. He brought up all sorts of topic because he used to the shows them that has no selective topics. All right, that has no select. You just come in, talk anything. You just say something. You just say something. And it spoils the show. Yes, I don't know much about Pinnock, so I have nothing to say. Big up both players, massive respect. Yeah, man, I am agreeing with you on Bailey and Pinnock comparison, JD. I just the man just bring up that I don't know why. I don't know if I miss a Butler PM for just bring up that conversation at start. Cause I never go there, you know. Me never go there, guys. Honest to God, I was not going there. Not you, Jason. Me, him talk. Yes, you did that question, Pinnock, over Ben me, and the man right off me. Right now, a Pinnock alone. Yeah, Pinnock is the best Jamaican centre back. Brother, Pinnock is the best centre back, best defender in Concacaf. I would say based on his performance, yes, he would. I think they would say he's the best centre back in Concacaf. And that would have put him in the route of the best player. You know what I don't like? If you see tactical manager they make a squad tomorrow, they would put Pinnock in it. But if we ourselves talking about Jamaica's best player, we wouldn't put Pinnock up there as Jamaican best player. And I think in tactical and all of the other guys them that I work with worldwide, they would put Pinnock in it as based off his performances out of all the other Jamaican players them. Yes. CC best school. Yeah, thank you, Michael. Thank you. Cause of foolishness, JC man, KC man I talk about. I rate Pinnock highly. He's our best defender. Leon Bailey is the best Jamaican player in the EPL. All right, say what you want to say. I am not giving up. I said it's Bobby Reed second. It's Bobby Reed first based on performances this season, and Ethan Pinnock second. Ethan Pinnock continues, he's going to go to first. JD, Jamaican love flashy players. So if Bailey salad a man 5 minutes in a game and do nothing else, they will go for Bailey over Pinnock. Okay, Mr. Omar Fowling. Okay. So okay, maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's the thing. You know? All right. Damn. All right, all right. Pinnock is Jamaican best player in the EPL. No, that's come from Ian. All right, so it's split. Some people saying Liam Bailey, and but nobody say Bobby Reed. JD, Liam Bailey is the face of our football. No one cares about overseas players. Come on, come on, come on, advocate. Man, let's stop that, man. We can have a civil conversation. Uh, yes, Christian, we have to call you out, man. Okay, well, focus on your topic. Let's hear it. Laugh out loud. Yes, man. You know, come here and mash up my stream every day, man. Make sure we get over 100 likes so far, guys. Share the likes. Share the lives. Oh, we almost got a call just a while ago. Let me make sure to take the call. 1 second, guys. And you call in, let me drop the number so people can call in. Call in, guys. I nobody be with this xenophobic behavior talking about nobody not care about
Hello.
overseas players and everything, eh? Big boss, how you doing, man? Good day. How are you doing?
The guy who said that is very disrespectful to the
Yeah, yeah,
overseas
man. But we give him a
JD
chance, you know.
JD.
Mm?
So what let me ask you a question. Overseas baller is not Jamaican. Is not your son or mine son
Yeah,
or
but that's why
somebody
that's why I
else
said to him to
from
stop that.
Jamaica.
That's why I said to him to stop that. Let we just talk civil, you know. And let we
So,
continue. Don't
suppose
don't disrespect the
suppose
guy, them, you know.
suppose suppose it's your daughter or mine son who born in Jamaica. So they're not Jamaican.
Yes, of course they are
Uh,
Jamaicans. They're not playing for Jamaica, but I'm saying let we move past
okay.
that. You know, let we
Then
move past that.
whether they play or not, they're Jamaican. So I just want to say take 2 minutes of your time. From I'm watching Bailey playing football in the Premier League. Yesterday is the only game him impact the game that have the winning outcome. The game yesterday he impact the game because they played through him yesterday. So he impact the game yesterday. But
Mm-hmm.
but Pinnock impact a lot of game. That guy defend and block and buck and he impact a lot of game. I would say he's the best Jamaican player in the Premier League right now. Play. He always show up and impact the game. So that's just what I want to say. I'm here listening.
All right. Respect,
The
Mr.
only
Evans.
time Leon Bailey impact a game with the right outcome is yesterday because he impact the game. He is the one caused them to win
And I love the fact that
yesterday.
you gave him credit. That you see it so, but
Yes,
people would not pick up the credit, because they are saying, I say, oh, you mean a one game alone him impact the game. You get me? They not realize that you're giving him credit and saying that that's the one that you saw that he was the one that has a hold on the
im-
game. So respect
winning
that.
impact. They play to win. Yeah, okay, all right. I'm here listening.
All right, all right, all right. So that Mr. Wayne, big up, big up. Yeah, man, I will stop it. You see the comment before saying, as somebody jump and said that me jump and said them xenophobic, move away from that, and then right after somebody put a xenophobic comment and show you say you need to just relax. All right. Yes. Pinnock is JA best. Only Wes Morgan might can defend a little like him. Serious question coming from J Saguna. For the viewers, once a player represents us, do you not follow the player's career after that? How can someone not know Pinnock at this point and be a fan of the Reggae Boyz? Because that's a next story, maybe they're not selling the players them properly to the people them. All right, yes. So maybe I think a lot of people text me and said this is the show that made them know about most of these players. So they are not selling the players them to them, so that's why it's our job for we to sell the players them to them. B Douglas said, "L no JD." Chris Smith said, "If Jamaicans are not biased, why only JD talk about the English players when they score? When a local player score, every blogger talk about it. Because maybe that's what they can resonate to." And that's why I've said on my own platform, because I don't go anywhere much. If they said they love Jamaica, they need to start do things to help Jamaica. So sacrifice their time, watch the actual games them, not just want to put clickable title for people to give you views, but watch the actual games them, do something, be some constructive people towards Jamaica team. So watch every game so you can give back your review on the players them. I've watched the Jamaican born players them in the Premier League and other places as well, and I've watched the English players them just the same. You get me? So it is what it is, Christmas. But the people just can't resonate to them from day one. From the first day I came here in the category, I saw that CC is the best team. Yes, man. Facts, man. Chavan, similar to Chakan. All right. I'm getting one love here. Big up, one love. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm there, JD. JD.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Me there. We're here. We're here. The whole world are here. Wagwan.
Yeah, man. They are not English player. They are Jamaican player. Don't anybody text and say English player. Don't repeat that. Stop use that term. Don't use that term anymore. They are Jamaican player. They are not English player.
Yeah.
Don't use that term anymore. And stop make the guys them sway your show. See somebody negative comment them, just skip them. Skip them. You understand?
Yeah.
This demophobic behavior, you need to stop. Start to skip them and start make them match up the show. You understand? Yeah, man. Start to skip some of them.
But remember, yes, it's true. I've built. Remember, at the end of the day, it's a job we're doing here. We are trying to convert people back to knowing these people. You get me? So that's why you see me never block them.
Yeah.
I'm always try to reason with them, because
No.
everywhere them go, nobody now reason with them to give them the truth about what's really going on. So me just take up the task. I say, even if them are gonna spoil some, I'm show them. I make sure I'm in a take no question until 30 minutes, so I get my point across, so I can always reason with them. You understand me? That's why I do the show like that in One Love.
All right. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
man.
me Andy Big Boss. Me Andy Big Boss.
Yeah, man. Just pick up yourself, man. You do a good job, man. Yo, me can't see this a new year. I don't want to do foolishness, because Jamaican dep on a roll, and me can't take this xenophobic here. One Jamaica, them are an English player, them a Jamaican player. I'm not stop calling man an English player. Them have a Jamaican passport and them a play for England team, a Jamaica team them play.
Yeah, man. Facts.
Yeah, man. So them a Jamaican player. So even if somebody type out English, don't use back don't say it the way they type it. I call them a Jamaican player.
Yeah, man. We deal with it, man, Big Boss. All right.
Alright.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Respect yourself, man.
respect, big boss.
Alright, cool.
All right, so that was one love. People watching, guys. So let me just be on our best behavior, or at least a better behavior. All right, JD, we think that our local players are better than what really exists. How can we fix this? That's what we're talking about. Via actually getting the right people to get them in the mindset to know what their qualities are. Remember, I've always said, I want to be at the table. I don't want to come out and tell people I'm the best at the table when I know that I am not that good. I want to make sure I can be at the table to keep on learning to improve. So your attitude sometimes limit you to where you can go. You understand me? Yes. Advocate said, JD, all the young youths in Jamaica look up to Bailey. That is true. That is true. No one knows Bobby Reed and Pinnock. That's just a fact. But more people in this world know Bobby Reed and Pinnock. Maybe because Dan Bailey went to Germany, so maybe people might know him from Germany as well and other places. But Ethan Pinnock and other guys, they've been playing the Premier League a longer time. So more maybe and so more people overall. So let me do it by statistics and how much game they have actually played in the Premier League and how much people watches the Premier League. More people find Ethan Pinnock name and Bobby Reed name than Leon Bailey then in the Premier League. I don't have the full statistics, yes, but in Jamaica, definitely Leon Bailey is the way more popular player. All right, and maybe he's the way more popular player worldwide as well. I don't know, but I'm saying I know that more people watches the Premier League and they have played way more Premier League games than Leon Bailey. All right, so that's the reason why I'm saying that people knows them. It's just true Jamaican people know. They kind of always support their own a little bit more, like their own, the ones them that they can find right beside them. You understand me? Yes. JD, sometimes you should ignore. Yes, I know I'm the one, but you said it's not. It said it's me coming off with that thing. But sometimes it's a comment, and I'm just trying to convert people on the one. You get me? So if I never talked about Ethan Pinnock, I never started the argument, a lot of people would not type in who is Ethan Pinnock and go and watch a player and then come back and say, JD, damn, you're right, the player is a good player, but we're trying to sell the brand, so if Jamaica start to sell stamp jerseys, name jerseys, you can go and buy a Ethan Pinnock jersey, not just a Leon Bailey jersey. You understand me? We are trying to bring more for the people. Pinnock is the best centre back representing a Caribbean country, just like Wes Morgan. Chavan, I think he might be the best in the region as well. Yes, that means the young youth are ignoring, and you would like them to remain that way. Expose you to more. Thank you very much, Brain. That is a super one. So you hear that, Big Boss Entertainment? Expose you to more. You get me? So direct the people to come and watch this show so they can learn with the other players them. Fox, JD, big up yourself, Damien for McGregor, man. Thanks very much for being here. Guys, please smash the like button, share, and subscribe. You can tell that this man don't watch the match, watch the games. Did he just say this? Um Drew Fortis, the man, watch the games and he believes that is his opinion. Good afternoon, Mr. Damien from McGregor. Lee Young, big up yourself, man. How you doing, man? Yes, JD, you should not use the comment. Okay. So all right, no problem, Mr. Humble One. Humble One. All right. Winston, the great CC was whipped by KC. All right, say what you want to say. You see it? When you just can't give people them credit. The man them coming, oh, the great CC was whipped by KC. All right. You never tell people that KC are defend for the million years in the game and just trying to subject themselves to counterattacks only. That showcase that they couldn't come out and play. They had to win only one way. Right. All right. All right. Mr. Giggs. In the last game, Pinnock played in the EPL. I heard the commentator said Pinnock playing in a centre forward position, dribbling in his opponent half. Yes. All right, yes, the English born Jamaicans that is much better, much better. All right, Triple E, massive respect. Bobby Reed, who Who are you bringing, bigging up, is not a good player at international level? But look, all right. So let me see now. We have 116 people in the chat now because I'm gonna test your knowledge, you know. All right. So you said Bobby Reed ain't good at international level. All right, right. We're gonna type in Bobby Reed here. We're gonna type in Bobby Reed here. So who in the national team now you would say is the biggest thing? Please just drop your your name right now, guys. Just drop your name, and we're gonna put it there. All right, we're gonna put it there. I'm gonna show you guys, you know, oh your bias, you know. Look, you said Bobby Reed is not good at international level. All right, we're gonna click Bobby Reed right here, and we're gonna go through what Bobby Reed doing. All right. Very, very good. At this point, 19 games played in the Premier League, 4 goals, 1 assist, 6 yellow cards. His starting 11, 95%. 88 minutes. Goal participation 16. Very good job he's doing at this point. But obviously, I said international level. All right. So we're going to go to the international level. Let me see who the player. Because, guys, just be honest. Drop a player where you think play good for Jamaica. All right, because now I'm gonna call you out. Please, no, no, no. We need to participate in this because when they say Barbary don't do nothing for Jamaica. So tell me a player. Tell me a player. All of you guys, don't be afraid. Tell me a player. Let me go on and show you what a player did. All right. You see, none of them don't want to drop them player. None of them don't want to drop their player. All right. Just tell me the player that you think played good for Jamaica. All right. As you can see there, Bobby Reed played 17 games so far for Jamaica, 2 goals and 1 assist so far. All right. Let me see. I'm on Danica, right? Go for Ravel. All right. Shamar Nicholson. Advocate a wicked. Him run go for Shamar Nicholson because Shamar Nicholson have the super stats for Jamaica, like the most goals and those stuffs. All right. JD, a match Leon Bailey with that? No, no. I expected 50,000 Leon Bailey. But the man them gonna let them smart. They only pick the players them that they know have the high ratings. I have not seen one Leon Bailey, you see it? That's how they con me out. So when you not talk, Leon Bailey the poster boy and this and that, and me cannot see one Leon Bailey. Me hear man I go for Shamar now and advocate every time him talk about whisper and Leon Bailey. But none of them not say Leon Bailey. You see, it's so life funny because them know the truth, but them come here for fight against me every time. That's how I realize. Look how much people in the chat and none of them don't say Leon Bailey because them know them would be lying. They know that they would be lying. You get me? That is the difference. You get me? I love. We have some of the most intelligent Jamaican viewers. I'm not asking you. You see, none of them don't say Leon Bailey. So you see it? So that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. You see, it comes full circle around. All right? Yes, man. No one call Leon Bailey's name. Seem like you have. So no, Drew. No, because they were using Leon Bailey to be the poster boy, Drew Fortis. You never read the comment. Seems like you're not reading. So I'm asking why nobody brought up Leon Bailey now when they just said he's the poster boy that people can resonate it to. So I'm asking, so why is it you have the best player, but yet still the best player never not delivering nothing when you talk about the best performing player? Drew Fortis, ask yourself that now. So how is it no one player become the best player? One player become the best player, but yet still he's not the best performing player. You see it? And then every time when you jump on Bobby Reed, oh, he missed a sitter. Ray. But at the end of the day, you cannot name the big baller them what you talk about with Jamaica team. So what that simply means, majority of the man them did underperform. That is where I'm trying to come into, you know. Majority of the man them did underperform. Leon Bailey never play a good either too. In the Gold Cup, you had Blair Turgott that outperformed Leon Bailey. Blair Turgott never really represented Jamaica again. You get me? So what you would say then, Leon Bailey just played for Jamaica based off his name then? Because Blair Turgott played better than him, but never got called back for Jamaica. So all I'm saying, guys, the coaches were a slight problem for Jamaica at that time. So just as how you can blame Bobby Reed, take out the slack off of the guy and let the guy just work, come back in the team and work. Just like how you want Leon Bailey work. All right? You have to be honest to yourself. I'm just trying to bring it down to a level playing field. So can we just Can we just be honest to ourselves? Let we just put it as a level playing field. All right? Yes. Because I use you guys, you know what I did, Drew Fortis. I use you guys trump card to show you exactly what's going on. You get me? And show you where the bias stands. So let we just make it a clean slate and say that nobody never played good for Jamaica. I just the man them will play the limited games, them like the Michael Antonio them and the Ravel Morrison them and those guys. You get me? We'll have the eye stats and maybe Ethan Pinnock, and you would say Andre Blake because he had to save 50,000 saves, so he would be the highest ranked player. Andre Blake, you get me? Because he had to make so much saves. So nobody never really played good under the managers. So let we just clear it up and stop fight against Bobby Reed. Let the man just come in and just play, and like everybody, let Liam Bailey, Pinnock, or Bobby Reed, everybody just come in and play. Stop fight against the youth saying that the youth not do nothing for Jamaica, alright? I love Bobby played for Fulham, but internationally he was horrible. My boy, I'm telling you, yes, man, Trevon. No, Trevon, please. Sometimes when I'm talking, if you just let me learn, you would realize that I never had I never had anything bad to say, because when I was calling up Leon Bailey, it's just a comparison I was using to show you that you're just wrongfully bashing Bobby Reed for no reason. They're all Jamaican players, man. So let we just love the man, them, and love the man them come off a little bit wrong, but because in a Jamaican term that don't sound good. But let we respect the man them and just show them the love overall, that we appreciate them to come and play for Jamaica and stuff. Because if you do that, maybe the man them will put out. Yes, I know you know love the man. I know I made a wrong statement there, because in English it's okay. It doesn't sound away, but in Jamaican terms, it sounds like I'm saying some little dodgy things. But I never meant it that way. I'm glad that Owen is not here. Providing Andre Gray an assist in the Panama game while Speedy was running like a headless chicken. J-Ross says, Bobby Reed are one of my favorites from long time. Reed is a system player. Okay, well, we are going to have a system. We're going to have a system now. So if he's a system player, that's pretty much it. Brown Beer, big up yourself, man. Thanks for being here. Ari Vibes, why is Bobby Reed specific singled out when a majority of Ari Vibes? I don't know what happened with Bobby Reed. Every time them come, yo, a man like that can't miss them. Shamar Nicholson miss big empty goals when none of we don't remember. Shamar Nicholson missed more empty misses than actually Bobby Reed, but Shamar Nicholson score more goals. And he's also Jamaican, whether local Jamaican. So whether we like it or not, they are going to always swing the Shaman Lickers side. Shaman Lickers miss empty goals. Empty goals in good position with his body over the ball and feeling strong and still miss the damn goal. And I've never heard nobody talk about it until right after the game done, people jump and say, Shamar Nichols, not for playback for Jamaica. And then later they're done with it. But Bobby Reed, they can't forget it, because you know why? Because they set such high standard for Bobby Reed. Yeah. I keep asking the question, what has Liam Bailey done for Jamaica in the Chris Smith? In the latter stage, I thought that he came in. People said to me, what he did is to put Jamaica out there because he was playing in the German league. So maybe Michael Antonio and those guys, he brought their attention towards Jamaica. But when I listened to Andre Gray and Michael Antonio, they wanted to play for Jamaica long before even Liam Bailey recognized. It was Jamaica turned them down. So you see, when you learn the truth, you kind of diminish certain things that they were putting on Bailey's side. It's that Bailey make Liam Michael Antonio and those guys play for Jamaica. Those guys wanted to play for Jamaica, and Jamaica turned them down long before Bailey was professional footballers. You understand me? Yeah. So when we start knowing the truth, we start look at it a little bit different. Yeah. So I think Bailey is just an additional piece towards Jamaica squad, and it's good to motivate local youths that wants to take the football to a higher heights, to show that it's possible for anybody from Jamaica or any youth talented from Jamaica to make it in the Premier League. That's what it shows. That's what it shows when Liam Bailey doing it. I understand where people coming from, but the problem is I have to evaluate people and based on their performance. That's all, and that's what they can't separate. They can't understand that I know what Bailey means to them, but I have to still evaluate the performances and stuff, and I have to come and tell the truth because at least somebody have to tell the truth, um all I know in football is the coach style of play effect player. The players that are overseas are used to playing organized football. All right, look at that then. Go back to the Canadian game when they made I know that a lot of the commenters here they followed the football and obviously they follow my channel. So um um so they know where I'm gonna go. Canada. When we drew 0-0 to Canada, even yesterday I have to draw up the one Simon. Because Simon make it look like say Jamaica should have win the Canada game in a Jamaica. And I'm saying, okay, Flemmings, they got the goal and missed the big chance. Yes. But Henry, which is a Jamaican playing centre back for Canada, he missed a sitter from inside it, right at the top of the 80-yard box to just place in. He's a centre back, he missed it, but it's a big chance. And then right after that, the winger missed an empty goal. He literally found Andre Blake across the goal with the ball when he could have just stopped it in the net. You get me? In that same game, you had Bobby Reid playing a right wing position, but the duty that they gave him to do is to double up with O'Neill Fisher to play on Alphonso Davies. So you will see that game and say, oh, Bobby Reid do nothing. But that was the instruction of the player to double team and mark Alphonso Davies. Go and watch the football game and come back to me. And then you realize why I'm always so impactful on this category. Because that is the truth. So now you just jump to the thing to say that, oh, he's not good. He's not good. But you never realize that majority of the games that Bobby Reid plays, he doesn't play in a free role. When you see Liam Bailey playing, they gave him a free role to play. When Bobby Reid playing, you saw them try to use him as an industrial player. Oh, stop this, do this, do this. It's a tactical game. I thought it's only in the Gold Cup they gave him a free roam. And you never remember that after he scored the first goal, the goal of the tournament against Suriname, he literally got COVID and missed the rest of the game and then came back in. You understand me? So we don't put the actual information towards it. You get me? And that is our biggest problem. You get me? We just want to jump and blame somebody because we want to overpraise what we have in our own country. But we have to do better, man. We have to grow up, man. I think 2023, we should make sure that be the peak of what we want to achieve. Why we make excuses for who they okay, it is what it is, man. But remember, that's why we have to be here and we have to keep on studying so we can always pull up back the information in instant. Chavan says Shamar delivers the most. He just misses the easier goal. Okay, so because he scores a lot of goals, even if he missed big chances, you don't really look at it. Okay. All right. JD, did he have a good game against Argentina? People overlook Bobby performance in the Argentina game. Yeah. Majority of them in the Argentina game never really play anything, because they just got a new manager. They're trying to fit in a system that will take time. So it should not be about the fitting, the system, the completion over the one game. It's one of the games that they will have to take to go forward. It will take a little bit more time. Magee can be an inspiration also. Let us put him in the squad as well to inspire the Getter youths. Yes, Magee could be an inspiration via Getter youths as well. All right, so guys, we have 121 people here. We normally have our 2 hours, but definitely, guys, make sure. Let me see if the video is at 150. Because yesterday we have 4 likes on the video. 2 hours in. The disrespect that you guys doing me, you see. Let me look at the video to see how much likes on the video, guys. Let me aim for 200 likes on the video. It's not hard to do because the honest thing, you love me, when you just can't tolerate me because I'm talking the truth and I'm not off cue. All right, every day I come here with the research. All right, and we are doing our thing. All right, yeah, man. All right, so let me see. Come on, guys. I can't have 4 likes and 7 likes now. No, guys. We need to get it to 150 likes at least. We have 124 people in here. All right. Nobody talk about Flemmings' mischance against Canada. We just talked about it. And to be fair, Simon talked about it as well, and that's why I had to counter him because remember, I'm not just watching Jamaica. I'm watching everybody. You get me? Yes. Okay, 2 more likes to 100. Okay, so why am I out here seeing 7 likes on a video? Jesus, God. Okay, say 107. Let me refresh back the page to see if it jumped to 107. Hold on, 1 second, guys. I have to just do my check-in, guys. So just let me get to 200 likes so we can get the algorithm running. All right, 110 and 90 more likes, and we're good, guys. We have a little time to go, so just keep sending your question. We keep on reasoning it, and I'm telling you, maybe the live only deserve 4 likes. Laugh out loud, joke. No man, the problem is, yeah, it's a metric of YouTube. So once you start the stream and you press it on your phone, it normally stuck where the likes when you came in. I don't know why YouTube don't fix that bug. So I'm seeing 4 likes. So that means I checked in at the start of the stream. Um, all right. First team, football fighting against Maggie, not people. Okay. Mr. Speed and Cavaliers just took away Portmore unbeaten run. That is very, very good. I love that. I love that. Okay, I never knew that football was actually playing. All right, my question is, who are we going to start over Bobby Reed? Okay, all right, that's a good one coming from Trevon. So since we have that Bobby Reed fight against class, who are we going to put over Bobby Reed? All right, and I love the conversation. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just roll up towards picking a starting 11 then. Since you guys are so educated, let we see if we can drop in a starting 11, guys. Let we see if we can do a starting 11 before we finish off. All right, yeah man, let me see if we can do a starting 11 before we finish off in Jamaica. All right, so Jamaica, guys. So let we see if we can do a starting 11 before we finish, guys. All right, and remember the phone line is still up, so you can call in. All right, let me see if we can do a starting 11 since you guys know nothing. So who in goal then? Who in goal? Who will go for in goal? All right. Oh, Nitro. So versus Mexico. Blake, right back. Brown, centre back. Low, Pinnock, Lambakisa. All right. Damn. Right midfield, Reed, Cam, Morrison, defensive central, Bell, left midfield, Hutchinson, forward, Bailey, and Antonio. My goodness, what a team! Wow. Brain Drain, drop your super chat, you can't come in the church and bless the church, big boss. People, no, behave so, you need to bless the church, So we need to bless the church with 200 likes or 4 super chat. All right, 4 super chat are 200 likes. We are close to the 200 likes. So if we hit the 200 likes, we don't need the super chat. Let's give it the 200 likes, no super chat. But if we don't reach the 200 likes, we need 4 super chats. So Brain Drain, start with you. All right. Thanks, fam. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah. Stop making excuse for players who can't make their team. No one is fighting against them. I'm gonna burn out Brain Drain. All right. So in goal, we clearly says that Blake will retain his position, guys, right now, based off performances in based off performances in his. All right, so we saw that Brain Drain drop his super chat. All right, he says this is 200 likes. All right, massive respect. That is true, Brain Drain, because that alone at almost 1,000 views. So we have to respect you, everybody that put a donation. We have respect because every dollar or $2 is actually 1,000 views if you're calculating it in that currency. All right, free up the Discord, JD. Okay, it was open. You never came in, sir. All right. Yes, the attitude. Too bright and feisty. Why you couldn't just call it? Sure. So, anyways, in goal, no one has surpassed Andre Blake at this point. I would agree. You still have a lot of talent, that might push Andre Blake to the side soon, You get me? Soon. I think soon. All right, I think soon, but I don't think no one has done it as yet. All right, yes, no one has done it as yet, but I think soon it will be possible. All right. So I will go right here in the lobby. Cause this man tell me over free up lobby. All right. So our brother our next super chat. So we got 2 super chats so far. So what are you trying to do? Not give me the 200 likes. That's all I put in the super chat. So big up Jason, massive respect. All right, and then we see El Granero coming in a dead with laugh. Him put a super chat, massive respect. So me should not beg the 200 likes now. That's what they're trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. All right, you know what? I'm not gonna beg the likes. Them. Since you put in the money, I'm not gonna beg the likes. So let me continue with the show. All right, massive respect. If you're new to the program, definitely get on board. Get me back to 20,000 subscribers. I'm on a mission to get 20,000 subscribers on both channels by next year December. All right, so I have no, not next year December. By December, I want 20,000 on both channels. So I need 40,000 subscribers on 2 channels in 11 months. All right. I don't know if I can do it, but believe me, that's what I'm trying to achieve. All right. Yes, so massive respect, Granero, and massive respect, Jason. Jason said, I can any 10. All right, no, we can't go like that. We can't go like that. So, anyways, let we start. Blake, Andre Blake. Andre Blake makes back his position. Ethan Pinnock, he has to make the team because clearly the coach, the last time he was injured, so he never got called because of that reason. This time the coach really need him because the coach need to see what he can offer there. All right, so Ethan Pinnock, Andre Blake make the team based off their performance. All right. So far at the back, who else you would want to put in this? Amari Bell playing super good. Wes Arden started the season good. He had around 2 bad games, and then because he scored one goal in one of the games, and then after he kind of rose back his game, going back to that level. But if you put last season and this season, he has had some good spells. All right, so I would put Wes Arden with the players them at this point. But are you saying that you're still staying with Damian Lowe over Wes Arden this time, knowing that the coach want to see new players? Or what? Let me know. So Wes Arden or Damian Lowe? Damian Lowe, he's in the team. He knows the team. You get me? So he would be he's always familiar with the team. So would you go with him? But based on performances, I think Wes Arden played better than Damian Lowe over the last 1.5 year. All right, but and the competition I would say for Wes Arden might be a little bit higher. All right, Warren Webster said he will still stay with Lowe. All right, so we get one low there. Joel Latibodier. Latibodier just came back in from injury. Yeah, you would still call him in. All right, then no problem. We'll put him in the squad. So we get one low and we get one low and one Latibodier. Liam Moore over low. All right, but Liam Moore ain't playing football. Liam Moore is coming off injury, so I think it's between Latibodier, which just came back, and he's playing. Oh, I think he's playing right back at this point, showcases his versatility. But he's a centre back naturally. Yeah. So you have Damian Lowe, Latibodier, and Wes Arden directly over that right hand side. And then you have to put King in it. You can't leave out one of the Jamaicans, them King in it. Obviously, local Jamaicans. Obviously, Damian Lowe is also a local Jamaican. So King always got selected. So King would be in that question. And even Topi would be in that question. So that's 5 centre backs, excluded Moore. You have to exclude Moore now. All right. So you have to pick out of that 4: Latibodier, Lowe, Wes Arden, King, and Topi. So pick one out of that who you would pick to start. All right. No, I have to call the names. All right. I have to call the names out of respect for all the players. Them. All right. Wes Arden is better than Lowe, and we just getting started. I think Wizard need some more minutes in the team. And I saw that people rooting for him on the internet, saying that Jamaica disrespected him, never to call him for the Argentina game. Yes, so that showcased that the club really upset. So Jamaica, JFF know that clubs are watching. If people playing good and they don't see you select them, they're gonna say that the selection is biased. All right. Pinnock over King. Yeah, Pinnock and King. Okay, Chavan go for Pinnock and King. Oh God. All right. Topi in, no question. So a man said Topi in. All right. Damn. Real Madrid needs
Wow.
more players. Who coming in the chat with that disrespectful behavior there? That's coming and make nice. I mean, I will have conversation. Okay, I will have to deal with that person in the discards very soon. Yes, the disrespect. All right. Yes. Topi. On the tarmac at the airport. Pinnock and King. All right. JD, I believe it is between Joel and Low. So why is it we're not paying Wizard any mind? Like, what the guy have to do to get a game? He's young. We are looking for. We heard Christian said we need cycles. So he's young. He can get more cycle. He's playing good. Um, Getting better scores than other people. Doing much more than other people, but can't get in. All right. Lati Badir is starting every week, but Chris Smithy he never played for a while. He never played for a while when Wizardin was actually playing. Wizardin team is in the relegation zone. He's having a bad season. Okay, let me type in Wizardin now. A man said Wizardin team is in the relegation zone. So let me type in what Wizardin doing. All right, just to show you. They said Rotterdam is in the relegation zone. So I'm gonna show you the table right now and what they are doing because I don't know where the people are get. I don't know. So let me type in the championship right now. Wizardin and what they're doing. Rotterdam. Rotterdam in 19th position. So that's not the relegation zone, bruh. And he's having a bad season. All right, so let me type in Wizardin right here. Wizardin overall average 6.67. I don't. I vibes. No, he's not. He's not having a bad season. He's having an okay season. I vibes. Yes, he's having an okay season. No, he's not having a bad season at all. All right. See for yourself. Go down, check it for yourself. Go and watch the games. He had, as I told you, he had these games, these bad games, these numbers. That is true. We told you about that. That's what we said. But aside from that, he has consistent games, bro. You get me? If you look at the other players them that you're going to try and match with him, they have similar, if not worse. All right, so that's what I'm asking why we don't put him in the conversation. All right, so anyways, big up yourself, Brian Mighty. Hope all is well with you and the family. Ardin and Pinnock are the two best at this point. My concern with Ardin is he seems a bit weak with headers. Okay, all right, all right. That's something that I have to look at then. All right. All right. Yes. So the Discord is open now, guys. If you want to join the conversation, you can. And we are going to only go 2.5 hours because we have to finish this one. And we are already close to 2 hours. All right. So please smash the like button and subscribe. Get us up to 550. So somebody watching this, just subscribe to the damn channel and let me continue. JD, question. You actually watch him play? Or are you just going by soccer sofa? No. I watch the guy play because I know you don't watch him play. And most people questioning things never watch him play. All right. Yes. I just use that to measure up with the other guys and that I've watched played as well. Ardin should be in the squad, not in the start. No, that's why I ask why we're not talking about him none at all. Just leaving a JPL, about to go watch. Oh yeah, what? Oh, match to match, but massive respect, big boss man. You're putting in the shift, man. All right, you man for burn out the one Umzo man, but or me just use soccer sofa. When I boy, hey boy, so don't go like you want to style the channel, you know. Yes, Jason. What are you saying, sir?
Yes, I want to be interested to see what the chat thinks about some of the players you brought up. I think that when it comes to West Hardin, that 3-0 Panama game, for whatever reason, he got a lot of the blame for that game. And that has continued, and the narrative is that
he proved in that game that he's not up to the standard. But I think it is two different. Basically, we have two different levels to cut off a player from the national team,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems like the players that come from overseas have a shorter leash when it comes to the patience of the fans. And I
Okay.
don't understand where that comes from because we're blaming a 3-0 loss on one player that could have potentially helped us further in the campaign. And there were other players in that same game that got more chances afterwards. So I don't understand why some get more than one chance and others only get one.
Yeah, but remember, now,
Can you explain that for me?
I've said the last time the goal that they blame Pinnock for, it was my boy there, Corey Burke.
Corey Burke.
Corey Burke was the error for it. And when I wish we brought up the video and showed them, and then everyone said, "Oh God, we never look at it that way." There. And then them go back down. The problem is, you just have the people that push a narrative, and then the fans them hear them talking, and then just jump on it. That's how Bobby Reed get that crucifixion. That's how it always go, big boss. Yeah. But big up yourself, man. One second. Brian Mighty. Oh yeah, I never knew that you're the team manager, man. Massive respect, man. Thanks for even taking your time out to even come here, and thanks everyone for taking their time out and come here. You get me, yeah, man. Because a lot of people do a whole heap of thing. We see Sterling say a long time in the turning. Massive respect, Sterling, man. Turn up whenever you're ready, man. All right. All right. Yes. So for me, I just believe that is who they have a little bit more affinity towards. It's easier for people to persuade them to say that yes, man, this man is better is because they never get a chance, and then them always cloud their vision on that chance, that one chance that someone never got. You understand me? And then that's what they just sell in their heads and they said, "Oh, the man need 50 chance because look at him. He might come from the championship and look at him make a mistake there. If the next man is there on the championship and get the training, he would make that mistake. But that's not the truth because you have to get yourself in the position. We could clearly say that, oh, look at Magee, look at Flemmings. Oh, they can't adjust to not even the society there rather than even to get on the field. So who tells we that these mans would have gotten even on the field? We could have used that same metric, because the facts is there to use, But our society, and we need to get past that. So that's why we just stay here and we just try build an 11. So we just want done the 11 and done it on the time and just move on. Yeah. So based off what you saw, who you would put up with the secondary defender right there? Damian Lowe? At least for the moment?
Yes, I would. Yes, if we're picking a team for the next game, I would want to play Damian Lowe just to have some continuity in the back line. So I would play Damian Lowe and Pinnock.
And to give him enough game time for the coach to see him to make his decision on him as well. That is important as
Yes,
well.
I think it would be best if the coach could see Damian Lowe playing with Pinnock deciding.
Yeah.
He hasn't been able to see that as yet, and I would like to see that.
I would agree there. Natty Congo JD, I saw where Javan Anderson says he's going to play for Jamaica. I saw it on the Oxford Mail. Yes. Obviously, he's a right back. He has right back abilities, and he can play right midfield as well. And we need a defensive covered right midfielder with energy. So he could be one of those individuals that they would bring in as well. That would be a good signing. Manners Mad Vibes. Romain, Arden, King, Lowe, and Pinnock, centre back 4. All right. Nigel said, did Jamaica lose to Costa Rica 9-0 in 1999, 1 year after we went to the World Cup? I don't know where that come from. Yes. Okay. So we have Ethan Pinnock and Damian Lowe as the pairing. All right. Yes. And then the full backs now. Who we are going to go for?
Full back, I would say left back. I'm gonna go with Amari Bell.
What me do them, Jason? Why people come here every time to fight me? Like,
What I'm fighting
no,
now.
Travis, I'm asking question. Here you pick your Jamaican centre back. So if Algrinson no pick players who you think should be in the team, oh you are gonna react. Well, wait and see. Time is the master. All right. Yes. So Bell makes it. I know that Lambakis are doing all sorts of things. Quality player. All right. Phil Jones, big up yourself, quality player, but it would be disrespectful to drop if the two spots are just for Lambakisa and Bell. I can't put Lambakisa over Bell. Belly has been consistent, and one of the championship players last season. So that means you have to be doing something for a whole season to get that. All right. So that simply means your quality. All right. Yes. And this season he started out the same way, bombing down the wing, putting in crosses and creating all sorts of havoc. So Bell deserves his spot. All right. Yes. So for the right back position now, because I think that has not been stapled down. Javian Brown,
Right.
I thought it was one good game Javian Brown had for Jamaica team. One good game. And I'm talking about the rest of them are some terrible performances after that. Before that,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think the one thing that Brown has going for him, I would say his best performance was against the hardest opponent that we faced.
All right. Yes. So we more give him credit to say that, and it was maybe his last. It was his last performance for the country, don't? So
The most recent one,
so
yes.
maybe he's improving. So that could say we have to start him back again because he put in a good shift the last time against the world champion. So we cannot be out here styling the performance. It's against the world champion, and it was his last performance. So even though he was terrible the rest of the games, maybe he's improving. If you're watching his club teams, the club team, you can explain to me if he's improving or it was just a one-off or so, Let me know in the chat. Mention that.
Yeah, no, I would say his performances for Vancouver towards the end of the year were very good. All even though he plays in a back three there, he does get forward quite a bit even in the back three.
Mhm.
So maybe it's a situation where he struggled at first because the right back in a back four is a bit unfamiliar to him. And I think his main issue in his bad games is positioning.
Mhm.
Seems like he gets caught up the field too much.
And
So
recovery.
maybe a
Recovery.
part of the
No,
reason why he had
reco
a good performance against Argentina was he did not have the ability to go forward, so he could just concentrate on
Yes,
defending.
because he's
So
recovering.
maybe moving forward, we try to have him in a system where he has to just focus on defending a bit more. Maybe that will be helpful for his game.
All right, so Lambakisa, Bobby Reed, him, and Alva Spoil.
No, I would think that if I was going to have anyone replace him, I would say Joel Latibodir. I think he has had a long stretch of games for
Latibodir.
Swansea playing well.
Latibodir will go there.
He basically back since the start of the season
Mm-hmm.
and only had about 2-3 weeks out right before the World Cup
Mm-hmm.
and before our friendly. And I think he would have gotten the game in that Argentina match if he hadn't had the injury. So if I wasn't going to start Brown, I would go with Latibodir as the starter. But I would say stick with Brown due to the fact that he had such a good game against Argentina.
So yeah, so we have close to Brown. So we have Latibodir, we have Brown, we have Lambakisa can play there. We have Bobby Reed because people said Bobby Reed played there a few games, which is true. He pinged some KDB crosses. Of the commentator having hard, I can't say that word in Jamaica, but
All right, take your time, take your time.
having the commentator saying, "Oh my God, if this was KDB past that ball, they would have been saying world class." And that's actually a commentator, English commentator, saying that. Go back to the game when Fulham played Leeds. It was Leeds they played, right? Yeah, Leeds they played. Go back to the
Yeah, I
game.
think it was.
Leeds.
Yeah.
My goodness, man. Bobby Reed, oh Lord. Man, put on some crossing in that game, man. Yes, man. So he can play right back as well. He can play right wing back. But they said Brown. So we're going to give Brown back his spot, All right, Brown get his spot. Bell, so we have the back four and the keeper. Pinnock, Blake, Brown, Bell. So those are the five individual. John, Lennon, thanks for the subscription. Massive respect for that. All right. Yes. So, anyways, in midfield, which I think will be our biggest problem because I never liked the midfield the last time. I heard Simon saying that we held our own against Argentina. I never saw the game like that. If Argentina just finished the chances, them we would be under 3-0 or so in the first half alone. So I'm shocked when 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 the man say we will or won't. I never saw that, you know. I just saw misses and poor final passes from Argentina because they were working on a few things to go in the World Cup, you know. Yes, but that's what I saw. I never saw we held or won against Argentina. I never saw that, you know. We saw that we had good spells and showcase that we have quality players here and there, but I never saw that, bro. You know, I never saw that. You know, but maybe Jason saw similar to Simon, but I never saw that at all. I don't know. I'm waiting on the chat to tell me if they saw that, but I never saw that. Alva Spoil was not our worst player, but 2022 E along with Speedy Fisher, Fleming and company has been the worst. Argentina struggled to break down Jamaica. All right. Oh God. Argentina. All right. We're not going to deviate from the game, but I'm just going to show you this. I never saw Argentina struggle to break down Jamaica. They had the final passes and they just never pulled them off. They got in the spaces. It's a difference between getting into the spaces than struggle to break down Jamaica. Bro, what you talking about? All right. So anyways, let me pull it up. We're supposed to have first half and second half. So first half, 9 shots, 3 on target, 4 off target, 2 big chances created, 1 missed. That's exactly what I saw, you know. That's exactly what I saw. So, and then in the second half now, so this is 2 big chances created, 1 score, 1 miss. All right, and they had 3 shots, 3 shots on target, 4 off target, and 9 shots in total. Come on, man. No, because we held them 1-0. We never held them 1-0. Had them missed them chances. And that's exactly what the stats you're saying to me. Go back and watch the damn game with the eyeglass on. You're wicked, so man. Oh, we can't make up excuse. So in the second half now, we had 1 shot. 1 shot in the game. They had 8 shots in the second half alone. I'm not talking the full game. 5 shots on target, 3 shots off target, and they created 1 big chance and missed that big chance. But they scored 2 more goals in the second half because none of those goals were actually big chances. So they missed 2 big chances in the game and scored 3 goals. All right. So I don't know how we hold them. All right. And this is just the stats, but I saw the game live like the stats. So that's why I can just go back to the stats and it's going to say exactly what I'm seeing. Just go back to the game. No. They did close the channel. Well, Mark Chambers, but they still gave up the opportunities. They just never scored. Hold on there. I'm gonna ask you, Mark Chambers, did we not give up the big empty chances in the first half before Messi came on? Now I'm just gonna ask you that. We never gave up enough chances for them to score 3 goals in the first half. I'm just asking you that. If they missed it, you know, it still don't mean our defense was good because there are big chances created. So we never stop it. The players from Argentina missed it. That's different. That's not you doing anything. They missed the chance. That's all I'm saying, you know. So I'm not taking away credit from Jamaica. I'm just telling you what happened in the game. And that's why I have to always war, because it always seems like I'm going against Jamaica when the actual stats are say the same thing as what I'm saying. And I said it live in my stream. Go there in my stream. I said it live. I had some technical issues, but I said it live in the first half. All right, anyways, let me get back to it. I don't know what the one Jason have to say on that, because I never know. Oh, he saw the game, you know. I was waiting on his input, but he never said anything, you know.
Yeah, no, that game there, I think the narrative was that Messi changed the game when he came on. But as you said, it was a tale of Argentina being wasteful. Martinez needed 1,000 chances to score and he couldn't score.
And he
But
carried you over.
the game,
Jason, he carried you over.
they had just as many shots in the first half as in the second. So I don't get the narrative of Messi changed the game. Yes, Messi changed the score line.
But what I'm saying, Jason,
but the pattern of play was the same.
Jason, you hear me? You hear me?
Yes.
my boy carried over the same wasteful finishing in the World Cup. So I don't understand
Yes,
why they are not just looking at Martinez was just terrible. He's a terrible finisher in the national team, or at least he's just going through a terrible spell. He has the most empty misses in the World Cup. Come, he might miss more clear chances than every other player put together in the World Cup. The one man. All right, one man. The man.
yeah,
They said he had more than what 17 clear chances, and 17 clear chances in a World Cup. So Martinez could have scored 17 goals in the World Cup in one
but I
World
set
Cup.
the record.
17 goals. Jesus God. I think you guys not watching the games then. But I don't.
And that's after starting the first couple and then coming off the bench. So, so that's
17.
wow.
17, and he went back to Inter and he's scoring. So I don't know if he just doesn't feel good playing with Messi, or I don't know what happened to him, because he scores in his team. So why he can't score the national team? But anyways, we don't want to draw the show away from that. But all I'm saying, guys, sometimes you can look into what I'm saying. I'm not fighting Jamaica because I gave you the facts, and when I go there with the facts match what I've said. You know? Yes. JD, we thought Messi, Argentina would not score 3, and Jamaica, and that's fact. All right. Jesus, guys. All right. Martinez need to play a midfield. Oh no, he's a striker, man. So in midfield now, let me get our midfield going, guys. Property for sale says Martinez overrated to the max. All right. So let me go in midfield now. So Jason, what you're going with now? What you're planning to go with?
Boy, this is the toughest part of the field because right now we don't really have, to my knowledge at least, the
Cousins
player
would be available,
that is
Cousins would be available for
who
selection.
will
Cousins,
Cousins.
yeah, in my selection.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if that's the case, I have to start Cousins in one of those midfield roles because I think the Argentina game, what was missing was a ball-winning player in midfield, someone that will actually tackle.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a midfield four and you only complete one tackle for the 90 minutes, that is a glaring problem that we need to address.
One tackle
And I
for the
heard
night.
someone say,
One tackle for the
yes,
90 minutes.
one tackle. There were four midfielders in that game,
Yeah,
and that
one
flat
tackle.
four in
One
midfield,
tackle.
and only one tackle out of the four of
One,
them was
zero,
completed
zero,
and made.
one. Zero, and then one.
One,
One single. And
right?
we hold them
And
at bay. One
and
tackle.
and and furthermore, I heard someone mention that we did a great job blocking the channels in that game. One thing that happens when you block channels is interceptions.
And counter attacks.
Can you tell us how many interceptions? I believe it was 2 for 90
You
minutes.
remember Mikel Antonio
So,
drive running forward? That was one. You remember that well
mhm,
because and he lost the ball after driving past 3, 4 players. So you could have remembered those opportunities. To far and few
yep,
and far they were. You understand me? I, I respect one,
yeah,
Jason.
it happened very rarely. So look, if Cousins is in the mix and he's fit and can be called up, I would partner Cousins with Ravel in the center of
So you
midfield.
you would go with Ravel over him, over DJ, Ravel. All right. Yes, I
Yes,
would agree.
I
I would
would.
agree. Um, Then we need two wide players now. Leon Bailey filled out one of those spots automatic, right? Right.
It depends how you want to do it,
Oh
because
Lord.
there's a school of thought that says maybe Bailey could partner Antonio up
Up
front.
front. Okay, you
But
want
I tend
okay.
to I tend to like him. I tend to like him more in the right midfield role.
Okay.
So I would put Bailey on the right and Bobby on the left,
And Bobby on
and
left.
I also would make them have the ability to switch sides as the game suggests. So I don't want it to be so static that they're staying on
Yeah,
one
man.
side
But,
the
but
whole
but I
time.
think they would switch side. And then up front now, up front, you would go with Antonio
Yes, I would go with
and
Mikel
who?
and Shamar.
Shamar. Okay, so just a few changes. So it's just a few changes basically. So let me.
Yeah, the only one really is Cousins coming in for for Daniel and Pinnock coming into the back line as far as changes from the Argentina match.
Second yellow. All right. And this is the formation, pitch pattern. All right. So label. All right. So that's good. So Mikel Antonio. All right. So pattern.
Teddy Lee Gray, is Louis Baker eligible to play for Jamaica right now?
All right, so that's what we have right there, guys. What we would have to start with, something similar to what the coach did the last time. Let me kind of adjust it. We have Ethan Pinnock right here. This is the actual setup. Bobby Reed, Bailey, Cousins over here. So yeah, over here, Shamar Nicholson would be coming over the left hand side because he plays on the left hand side majority of the time, and that's how it would look in the end. All right, that's what we a starting lineup would look. We have Cousins, Ravel in flat four. For me, I would go for 5 in midfield and 1 striker up front. You know, that's what I would normally want from the coach. But let me see. We have to just work with what the coach gave us first, and then we can move on after. You know, yeah. So Jason, and people, let me know what say you. We have only 20 more minutes to go. As you know, we are not trying to push the show them to 1 billion hours. Yes, so at least you respect what we're doing, and we're trying to give you some of the best contents we possibly can every single time. All right. So if you like what we do, definitely subscribe. We're still short of what 6 subscribers to reach our target. So if you never subscribe to reach for 3,550. And make sure to take a little look over the Imaxit channel. Subscribe over there as well. Low as a CB is an headache. So what we're gonna do with him then? You know, and if you want, look at him. What we have to realize now, we have to realize that we have an issue from a long time in Jamaica. So this coach have a lot of things on his hands due to the fact that these players caused all sorts of problem before. All sorts of problem before, and we don't want that to continue. So what we have to do, we have to give them the opportunity to do their thing. We just give them the opportunity to do their thing. So he gets a next nod to go ahead. We saw him a few times, so he gets a next nod to go ahead. Right. And if he fails the coach can look at other things, and then the coach will have his scientific proof to show that he's not up to the par. You get me? You don't want to take out none of these troublemakers, or at least what at first they were labeled as troublemakers. We don't know if they are troublemakers now. All right, so I don't want to say the wrong thing. So you give them the opportunity first to feel themselves. If they feel themselves, you bring in someone else. You don't want to just throw them out and then cause more problems. You know, you get what I'm saying, Jason? That's where I'm trying to come from in my reasoning. You know, I don't want to take any one of them out of the team now to cause problems. Because you're gonna hear that JF fighting them and all sorts of madness. What say you, Bossy?
No, I was just saying we have to be careful how we drop people in these first couple of games. I agree with you. We have to have some kind of continuity. And then furthermore, with the games being meaning so much, it's not like we have friendly competitions coming up. We have games that we need to win. So, you know, he has to find the right balance for sure. And I agree that if he makes some decisions that can cause problems in the dressing room, you know, he needs to consider those things as well.
Yeah. But obviously we saw that we're gonna have some unedged thing, and the coach have to come in and set him things. So hopefully he already started to make certain things. Heard Blake spoke, and Blake spoke in a certain way, like he has respect for him, you know. And most of them spoke that way, so I don't expect them to come with their foolishness. We expect it to just go the real way. As we saw Travis saying, JD players have to fix themselves first. JFF can't fix them. That is true. That is definitely true. But all I'm just saying is we don't want to throw them out and then it start a next ruckus again. We want it to just go the right way, because remember Jamaica we're dealing with. You know, we don't want, because we know we have a better baller than the next one there. We throw him in instant. You get me? We want when the next baller come in, the next baller come in to stay.
Yeah, JD, as far as the respect goes, I think that the coach would have earned a lot of respect from the players when he recalled Blake after
Yes,
JFF
yes,
tried to not call him for that game.
yes.
I think that was a master class by him, getting the players on his side from early and just letting them know that nobody will really influence his selection.
Yes, that is true. John Doe said, JD, all these same players, what's the change? We're gonna have changes on the bench as well because remember, you are trying to weed out certain things to come to a conclusion. So you have to start from where you were from before. Right, and then you keep on moving because you don't want to go back to anything. You don't want to being forced back to give back a next man a start when your process already reached 35%. You want to make sure you leave these people behind when you're done. You get me? So that's why it's good to do this and then implement some of your changes in the in the setup, like the bench and those stuff, John Doe. So you put them on the field, you see the different looks, and then for the next match you have a different outcome. You get me? You have a different selection because you're calculating who did what you want and who didn't. So you give the next person a try and you keep on moving. Now, laugh out loud, cousin really in the belly. Well, we don't have anybody as yet, so we have to work with what we have. Joseph said that since Blake don't want to embrace the overseas players, he shouldn't be the captain. We don't know who the captain will be as yet. Travis says, please drop low. Jamal Low is more danger. No, please drop Nicholson. Jamal Low is more dangerous. That is true, but give them a time, give them a chance, give them a chance. JD, do you think the system the coach want to play fits the player's profile? Jamaica have? What say you, Jason? You think the system that the coach trying to use will fit the players? Because I heard him said something different
I,
there.
I think I, I think there are some players in this 11 that another formation might fit a little better.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's a balance. I think there are players on the field that will be totally fine playing in the system. So I think it's just on the coach to just drill the players who might be better in certain other formations and just make sure that they understand what they need to do. Because I think at times in the World Cup qualifying, it was quite clear that there was a lack of a clear direction for the team.
Okay.
When Paul Hall took over, we started to see maybe he wanted to play a little more expansive and we started to see a system start to take hold. But I think he didn't really have enough time. When you're playing expansive football, you really need to find the right mix. So I don't know if that was the right move for Paul Hall to try in terms of keeping his job, but at least we saw some better performances from the players. So I would like to think with this new coach who won't be wanting to play quite as expansive, we might see some better results out of it. And he has a clear vision of how he wants to play. That in itself will help the players.
Okay, fair enough. What he said at the start, I do agree with Jason. You have to start from a base, and majority of the bases start from 4-4-2. To be honest, you get me. So he's
Mm-hmm.
just trying to get weed out and set a base at the same time. And remember, he said he's willing to adapt towards what is given to him. So he's coming to figure out, and majority of the coaches will always start from a base, and this is what he's doing. Just start from a base. He can transition into something else. I just believe that true people saw him play the 4-4-2 before. Don't believe that he can play different systems. Yes, he can, and he can play different formation and different systems. But he has to look and learn what he has in the team, and then use it over time, and then it will gradually change. But I think he will keep on sticking with what he has, what he's doing now to get as much as fast as possible. So he's just data collecting for the next few games. Don't really judge them. If they do get a win in the Mexico game, that would be super. But I'm just looking for next game to next transition game. If they can, they say they're going all out for it, but it's still a next transition game because he's a new coach and he's gonna have new bodies. Ethan Pinnock never played under him, so Ethan Pinnock will be coming in. Amari Bell did got the nod the last time, right? So he got it. Greg Lee was injured, so he never got
Yeah,
to
he's seen
play under
Bellingham.
him. Cousins never got to play under him as well. Bobby Reed never got to play under him as well, right? Bobby Reed played one game so far. So yeah, but a few of them in the starting 11 alone never played under him. So that only goes to tell you what's up. You get me? So, guys, I think we're not gonna see the team taking shape at least for the next 5 games. Don't. I'm not saying you can't win the games, but you're not gonna see that belief in the team until the next 5 games. They said 5 more likes before 150. Yes, guys, make sure to get the likes up. We have what, 12 more minutes? Let me see if we can get to 200
Yeah,
closer to the 12
that's
more
fine.
minutes. If you just came in, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. What, you're saying something, Jason, in the background?
No, that was some background noise. I'm
Okay,
sorry
okay.
for that.
Kai says Ravel just need a good CDM in the mid with him for him to get the attached turbo. Well, let's see. Time helps, time helps. All right. Malachi Douglas is a great midfielder that needs to get some professional experience. Yeah, Romian, he needs to get some professional experience, so he needs to get a club that can give him the professional experience. Yes, and with the program what they are setting in Jamaica now, they can take him under their wings and try develop him as well. Who got no, so people need to put some respect on my name still. I never knew nothing about the schoolboy football, Jason. And you remember people
Yeah, but that was your baller for the season.
question who is the best baller in the entire season? Who won the best baller for the season? The Malachi Douglas. So I don't hear
He
anybody
did.
talking about that, and people that question who would get the best ball of the season. It was very clear. You get me?
So they gave one award. They didn't give one for money and one for the cost. They just
I,
gave
I
one
thought
award,
I
right?
thought it was Malachi Douglas get the best player, best player. I don't know if it's a
Yeah.
separate award. I heard Malachi Douglas the best player. So I don't know if it's a separate someone that watches the Manning Cup or watches the award over again. Tell me if it was two different awards. But Malachi Douglas was the best player in the entire football, schoolboy football. Period. Um,
Yeah, I missed the award ceremony, so I wasn't sure if they did a all like a Manning best player and a Costa best
maybe
player
maybe
or
they
just
did.
best total. I wasn't sure.
Maybe they did. But I still believe that Malachi Douglas was the best player, and that's what I was saying. And people try to use metric to tell me that he's not the best player. And I'm saying, no, man. He's driving this team, and it's a team sport. So it's yeah. Somebody will tell you. Someone will tell you in the end. Even top up.
JD,
Hmm?
I was just gonna say I saw a comment asking about Casey Palmer, and I wanted to ask you if we have seen in the Argentina game that Hal Grimson was willing to play two quote unquote box to box CMs in the midfield.
Casey Palmer did
Could
that,
Casey Palmer
No.
operate in one of those slots?
Casey Palmer is attacking midfielder. Zero ability to defend. Zero. You get me? Casey Palmer is like Magee, but a better version of Magee, to be honest. And he's playing good so
Well,
far.
the only reason I ask is I wouldn't call Daniel Johnson or Ravel. Maybe Ravel can do a little more defending, but I wouldn't call Daniel Johnson anything other than an attacking midfielder. But we still try and play deeper.
Yeah, but the reason why Ravel have that ability because he holds on to the ball and shield the ball so good, and he's a good dribbler. Casey Palmer is a good dribbler, but I don't think he's the elite progressor from deep because progression from deep, it has something in your psyche, When you're dribbling from the edge of the midfield third into the attacking third, you have more freedom because clearly the license is off. But Ravel is more comfortable
Yep.
dribbling from deep because he has that ability and he has that confidence in himself. I don't think Casey Palmer has that same ability, hence why they can't really rank as the same type of player, Casey
Yeah,
Palmer is
yeah,
just more of
yeah.
the all action upfront one. So I wouldn't put him in the same ilk as Ravel Morrison. He's a good player, He's a highly
So,
rated player,
so
Don't get me wrong,
looking at Hal Grimson's system, where could Casey Palmer play?
In a 4-4-1-1 system, right at the central forward or the central forward cam, because the central forward
So
kind
the
of
system, so the system, so the system would have to be different than what
yes,
we
four
saw
four
against
one one,
Argentina.
and
Then,
you have two persons behind him in order for that to work. So you're because you don't
okay.
want to bring in the player and then you fit him into something. You have to risk. Those are free licensed players. He would have gone over Magee 1000%. He's a better player than Magee. I've said that a long time. Casey Palmer and Magee light years away. Casey Palmer is a naturally gifted player at a higher level. At higher level than Magee by a good stretch. But obviously, I don't know what happened between him and Jamaica. Led them not to respect him and stuff. But he needs the same treatment
Yeah,
like
so
Magee.
we haven't seen him since the friendly against USA. That's like the last time, right?
Yeah, but remember he came to the company. He tried to come to the Japan tour with Austria. Austria. It was Austria. Yeah, man. It was what? Yeah. The Japan tour when we played the little tiny human being
When we
them.
got the nine,
Ye-
when we got 9-0 or
No, not 9.
12.
When we got 4, I think 4. When they ran on that low legs and all that madness, there. Yes, and Tilt, they
Yeah,
said
Japan
Tilt was
Olympic
tired,
team.
you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Tilt was tired, yes, that same game. Yeah, so he should have been there, but I heard some communication issue. Remember, the JFF was terrible with that oversight of getting the players them there. Maggie, they said Maggie slept in the airport and all sorts of
In
madness.
the airport.
Yes,
Yeah,
Serbia. Yeah, it was
yeah.
Serbia. Thanks, Serbia. So that was so I think maybe the professionalism weren't there. And you know what? When I get one of the JFF personnels, I want to ask them what really took place on that trip, you know, and these guys like how impactful these field mission like field transportation with the players are the players okay with that, you know, and are we going to improve that
Yeah, how
moving
much that
forward, you
affect
know?
the relationship moving forward.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. I want to ask one of them that question as well because I think it's a fair one to ask, you know? Yes, a fair one to ask. Maggie Flemmings should be nowhere near the national team. They are washed up. We can't say they're washed up. We don't see them. So we can't know if they're washed up. They ain't playing. They ain't playing nowhere. You know, so I don't know if they're washed up. I'm trying to see them, you know, and I like Maggie and I like his attitude. You know, he seems like a level-headed person that you can reason with. All right, that you can reason with. So I like Maggie. Yes, yeah, man. Get the likes up to a 200. Thanks for the 150 likes. Keep smashing, keep sharing, and as you know, that's how we do a thing. We have what 5 more minutes. Give you some questions, so we just run through it, and then you never may know. Maybe we'll come back tomorrow. Maybe we can't because maybe I will have to do some extra work with my kid. So if I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna come back in the night part yet again. Maybe some news will come out and we can give you some
So
information.
so JD, as I look at the 11, a
Hmm.
thought came to me. If you're the coach and you're looking on the field, 20-25 minutes to play, and you want to make some substitutions to impact the game, who are some subs that we can draft
All right. So
and call to try to change the game for us?
Granier said it was 2 separate awards, and Whisper won it for the Manning Cup, and Malachi Douglas won it for the Dacaster Cup, and he made sure to add that the Golden Boot Whisper won that as well, which we expected that we knew that for a
Okay.
fact. But I thought Granier that Malachi Douglas was the best player in schoolboy football overall. Yeah, that's what I believe from before. So the fact that they gave him the award, it clearly shows that at least they saw that he was that standout from everybody else in the Dacaster Cup, and the Dacaster Cup proven to be the better region. So my point is still valid, right, Jason? It is still valid by those bits what I've connected. It's still valid. So that means it would have come down to be Whisper or Malachi Douglas the best footballer in schoolboy football, and I Whisper did well. But we clearly saw that certain once you can shut down Whisper, it's you kind of stop KC. But once I never saw someone slow down Malachi Douglas. He was always doing something in the games, in every single game, right throughout the game. The only game they never won it was a KC game, and they still created so much chances and they missed so much chances, so much blocks. So the engine was still working because they were producing, they were still counter attacking. You get me? Big up
Yeah, they were
Whisper,
still
you don't
creating
have the
chances.
talk.
Yes.
KC eater. Okay, the man says it's a KC eater. Yo, so when me left that category in a life, we not gonna respect me when me leave and realize what am I telling you, when I disrespect, because everything me say come to pass, and wanna still eat me. So Jason, how can when me say something it happen and then me control the people them? And then the man them say me a hater. My God, man. It only simply means that Jamaica catching up towards how me I read football and how the rest of the world I read football. You get me? Damn. All right. Him just biased towards Casey. Him not talk about football. All right. So let me leave it. All right. Big up Whisper. Big up Richie. Big up everybody. But Malachi Douglas was seriously good and his team was seriously good. All right. That's all I'm going to say. And this is not a Manning Cup show. We'll do that different. All right. All right, yeah. So Jason, yeah, let me continue. Sorry about that, big boss. In take away. Repeat by the question, Jason. Sorry about that.
No, my question was, Hal Grimson would want to have some game changers on his
Mm-hmm.
bench. Who will you look to call on from your bench for this starting 11 here?
All
Who
right.
would you want to see on the bench to have an option to change the game?
The first thing in the changes, you have to have 3/3 of the changes, right? Obviously, you're gonna have goalkeeper. I will bring the last goalkeeper for the Cameroon game because he did deserve
Jamali Wait, yes.
Jamali Wait. He deserved a call because he put on a good showing. Yes, I would bring back Jamali Wait, and if you want to do the third string to be Clark, I have no problem. Right across the back, you have to have two centre back to replace those two in there. I think those two centre backs would be Latibodier and Wes Harding, to be honest. King and Topi. If you have space, you could fit them in, but I wouldn't put them if you only can bring four. And then the full backs them now. For Brown, I think Wes Harding and Latibodier can be a substitute right back as well. So if we can't find the immediate right
Auxiliary,
back,
yeah.
we might have to use an industrial right back for that spot right there. All right, and over left back now, and we have to bring Lambakisa in the game. So
I was gonna say Lambakisa should
Lambakisa
be
could
there, yes.
add. Yeah, Lambakisa would be one of the added pieces for it, and then Lambakisa would also be an added piece for the left back side, and Greg Lee would be for left back side. But next thing, um, um, La- um, Latibodier can play left back as well.
He can.
Yes, so what we're getting a lot of industrial players, you know. We are getting a lot of industrial players, so that's what I would use. So I would have Latibodier, Lambakisa. If we have Lee, we bring in Lee, and we'd bring in Wes Harding. That would be four, and it would give us a chance to bring in either King or Topi if you want to bring them in. And then we talk about the goalkeepers so far. Then in the midfield now, obviously I would bring in Jamal Lowe. To play one of the more deeper line, yes, and then I would bring in Kaim Paris. I would give Kaim Paris a run back yet again. All right, and in midfield, DJ would be in
Mm-hmm.
midfield. And at this point, because we don't have nobody else for putting a steal, we'd have to bring in Kevin Lambert just to make a tackle. He had made some vital tackles in the Suriname matches to keep the team in the game. In Suriname, he made a vital tackle to keep them in the game, and in
Yeah.
Jamaica, he made the tackle to take out Bessie Swar in order to make Jamaica
Mm-hmm.
start get the advantage. Because once he kicked down Bessie Swar in that game, not saying that we should be kicking down people, but Bessie Swar they control the game, and he took him out. And that changed the entire game for
No,
Jamaica.
that was
All
a
right.
necessary play. That was a
That was a
necessary play.
necessary kick down. Sorry, Sean Bass, but he had to broke Bessie Swar foot. So you need a Kevin Lambert to come and take the occasional yellow card and take out a man just to make sure we can get the advantage, you know? Yes, so I would put Kevin Lambert in the game until we can get an next CDM. And up front now, definitely Sean, we're just talking and we're talking facts, you know? Um, yeah, I know. So I have my Surinamese passport too, so I can't sell them out, you know. But we have to talk about what happened in the game, you know. No king, no topi. For better you pick a fifth. Okay, all right. All right, Winston, we have no problem. This is not a whisper conversation. Notice we are talking all day, and we are talking about everything that Jamaica did that showcased that we save things in our head, and we are trying to put it back out there. All right, yes. And for the forward line now, Jamal Lowe is a striker as well, so he would be one of those players that can fit in as a striker just the same. Roof, we heard that he's coming back. We would have to put him there as well. Leon Bailey can play as a striker as well. So we and Bobby Reed can play as a central forward as well. So that would give us the opportunity to bring in one more midfielder. You get me? Because we have so much people. So I would only bring Roof with them, just Roof alone, and then bring in an additional midfielder, and that's what I would do. Yes, that's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
that
That's what I
sounds
would
good.
do. Yes, just to get a balance. And I think those sound like some legitimate um, discussions in the selection panel. You know, they need to sign me, Jason. How them away pan?
Bro, I'm not sure, you know.
You not sure? You not sure they need to sign me?
No, I'm not sure where them are wait pan.
Yeah. Winston, big up yourself, man. Don't worry yourself, man. We all wish the best. We need to drop our video, guys, because we can't understand how we have so much dieted Whisper fan, but me see a video with the guy talking, and none of you guys go over there and check him. The man have so much fun, but no. But once it's a controversial video, the whole on run gone on it. The lady did a beautiful video with Whisper, and nobody checked it. I have to be here promoting the video. So one to the people who use the youth name, produce the video. You get
That's
me?
not
Share
easy,
the
you know.
video, man. You know, who need to sign you? No. I don't need to sign to any sport TV. Malachi Douglas is the best player, the Costa Cup MVP. Yes. Natty Congo, thanks very much, man. So guys, we have come to the end. 2.5 hours. If we hit the 200, that means like actual insights and stuff. You know. I am not going to be like others. I can't offer that, but I can offer this. So let me see where you guys are sending me. All right. So let me see if I'm gonna get the 200 likes. Even though I got the super chat, so I'm not gonna ball for the 200 likes so bad. But still do it because we deserve it. So Jason, give your final point that we jump out a year. You know.
Yeah, well, look, I have been a very, very good panelist today because I have not strayed from the points we're talking about.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
But
man.
since you give me a final word,
Mm-hmm.
listen to me. Everybody out there listening, keep on thinking that this Arsenal team is not good enough to win the league.
Jesus Christ.
Keep on thinking that. Okay?
All right.
They say we could not beat Tottenham in their little bad London stadium make for concerts that no football shouldn't even play there. And we handle them easily.
All right,
So
boss.
no keep on thinking we're not good enough.
All right. All right, guys. That is the end. Thanks very much. See you in the next one. Make sure to smash the like button, share, and subscribe. All right. Peace out.